fucking mixing up some healing brews.
Am I still in your base?
Don't know. I signed out. Were you at my base when you signed out?
Yes. No, I was at your base when my computer fucking like my internet dropped.
Oh yeah. Then yeah, you would just be where you dropped.
But I've also dropped before and it just completely died. That's what I was
I
asking.
believe that was because of wild predators around. If you're in my base or even in the radius of my turrets, you should be safe. Unless you're in midair or something.
Alright, I'm coming back in then. Oh my god. I like this game a lot, but it's so fucking glitchy sometimes. Ben?
I hear you.
Now I realize why they call it a cat tree. They're both hanging off the tree. It's literally a tree full of cats. Connection lost a host.
I'm coming back in right now to see if it needs me to kick you. It says you are not in. does not list you as an active player.
Already authenticating. What does that mean?
What? Well, I can tell you I found your body, and you're just sitting in my courtyard at the foot of your RG sleeping.
I'll be safe there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just end right there then.
Yeah, no. I can close my walls and everything, and, like, you'll be safe there. Worst case scenario, I can drag you inside and keep you even safer. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna drag you into my workshop and leave you on the floor in there. It's probably the safest place. So I just dragged you, and you're gonna be in my thing, so I'm leaving. The front door unlocked, your RG will be outside, just chilling. And let me unlock the hatch to the roof just in case you need access to that. That's unlocked. Why is that pin locked? Clear pin code. There we go. Now, my front gate is no longer pin locked. I'm not sure why it was. It's just unlocked.
Honestly, it should be. It's not a bad idea.
It will be at some point. But it's not like an ally can't just fly over my walls anyway.
Hmm.
If it's hostile, they'll get lit up anyway. That's kind of my thought process there. I'm gonna take a quick break, and then I'm gonna load up for the fucking dragon fight.
Do I want to go to that to Elden Ring, or do I want like more of a shooting game? I don't know.
What do you feel like doing? Do you feel like murdering things endlessly, or do you feel like the struggle?
I mean, they're all the struggle. They're all the struggle.
Well, Elden Ring significantly more than others, in my opinion. But that's just an opinion.
Fortnite Master Duel? Is that what you're playing right now? Master Bait?
Baiting duel. You know what you could do, Artie?
Hmm.
Play Morrowind.
Start a new game that I'm gonna have to debate what other games I should look over to play that one.
Joking, Jesus.
Oh my god, start another game? Ah.
At that point, why not try Dragon Age?
Oh my god. Well, why don't I start Age of Empires or fucking Bioshock?
Those are some very good questions you pose.
Or Sekiro. Why don't I start Sekiro? Well, I haven't finished fucking.
Because it's not as good as people say it is. It's the Guitar Hero of From Software games, that's why.
Alright. Oh. Shiro says Master Duel, so I guess I have to do that. Fortnite? If I had it downloaded, honestly, I would try it. Fort, Fort Lame.
One of the funniest things I've ever seen Fortnite related was during a hockey game several years ago. It was like an intermission period, and a kid came out and tried to do a Fortnite dance on the ice, and he fell and he ate shit. And he started crying. It was really funny.
I could do some DGen League.
You could start that. You've been talking about starting Metroid again, right?
No, I'm waiting to finish Elden Ring, or at least to finish something. To stop playing one thing.
Then I would recommend Elden Ring so you can start getting towards the end. You're making good progress. I think you have enough of the Lord's Guild to start moving through the royal capital if you wanted. Master Duel's also not a bad option, to be honest.
Hmm. Oh, fuck it. I'll put it on. Oh, look at fuck.
What did you say?
I'm gonna keep playing Ark. I don't give a fuck.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna go back to listening to my comic book shit.
We'll take a short break and then I'll be back on Ark.
Oh, I'm dead. It's a good thing I locked in. I would have lost all of my shit.
You weren't dead. I dragged your body into my workshop so you'd be safe.
Okay, I got scared.
Oh, good. No, I moved you inside and made sure everything was unlocked for you.
What are you doing right now?
Me? I'm just chilling.
Unless you can get, unless the gyms want to do something.
Oh, ask him. Want me to ask him?
Yes. I'm sure they're busy. Okay, now I can die. Should I just fly as high up as I possibly can and jump off my RG?
You could. Aztec's away. I'll message him anyway, but he might be working. Okay.
Oh man, I can't make a choice. It's not that I don't want to play anything. I just have too many choices. You know.
I hear you on that.
What are you on right now?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing research on used cars right now.
Oof.
We haven't done Phasmophobia in a while. We can see if Shiro's down. There's Master Duel, which we haven't done in a while.
I have to build a deck and I have to get all the meta shit. And I don't want to start something over again. That's the thing. Phasmophobia could be a thing.
Yeah, there's really no progress or anything you need to do on that. It's just kind of having fun. There is like a level up system, but it's not like you lose progress. And now I can actually help with the voice stuff. Because, like, fuck, I actually have the mic for it.
I mean, the road would have worked.
Would have. It's just a pain in the ass to have it coming out of the speakers while the mic is there. And, you know what I mean?
I mean, that's how I had it for a long time. I had a set of headphones with the thing.
My headphones got eaten by my cat, and I really don't feel like buying more just to have him use them like a chew toy. He doesn't do that to the headsets. He does that to fucking like earbuds and shit. And I can't even just replace the cord because he completely chewed up one of the actual buds. I don't know. It's up to you, Jim. There's also killing
That's really
floor.
impressive. Aren't these made of steel? Isn't like the backplate like actual metal? That's
Yeah, no,
crazy.
but his tooth got into the actual like part that emits sound, and it busted up the mesh. I'm updating Phasmophobia just in case you do want to go. Only needed like 100 MB.
Oh hi! A spike! A spike! Hi! Meow!
him be my downfall and destroy the war, that whole thing should have been the trigger to make you laugh, Joker.
Oh, so Riddler set all of this up.
Riddler made the whole thing happen. And he killed Kite Man's son
Right.
to make him into Kite Man. And the whole thing is an elaborate scheme because he's like, it's not, hey, get off of me.
Right.
And more.
Right.
Just all their names, and Batman knows all of them, but like, war jokes and riddles. Batman, Joker, Riddler.
Is this like this weird thing where he's remembering all their names, just like Riddler remembered everyone's name?
Oh, yeah. It's like that. Yeah. But
I
like,
assume
he's
Batman
doing it
has
nicely.
a photographic memory. So,
Yeah, there's no way he doesn't.
Yeah.
But so they fight. There's just like a three-way fight. All of them fighting each other. It's cool. It is actually
Okay,
fun.
yeah.
It's a fun fight. Batman gets one good sock into Joker. Joker goes down. Riddler takes advantage. Batman takes down Riddler, and he's like on top of him. So like Riddler's on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And Batman beats the shit out of Riddler. And Riddler's like, all right, stop. Mercy, it's enough. And Batman's like, for real? Mercy? That's
What?
it? And Riddler goes, get off of me! Is he laughing? And Batman's like, what the fuck are you talking about? He goes, no, stop! Shut up! Is he laughing? Look at Joker! Like, get out of my way! Get off of me! And Batman goes, I don't know, what do you think? Gets up. And Riddler's like, no. It should have been enough. All of this should have been enough. Do you understand? Do you know how hard it was? Do you know how hard it was to engineer a war between the two of us and create a character like Kite Man and then have him be my downfall and destroy the war? That whole thing should have been the trigger to make you laugh, Joker.
Oh, so Riddler set all of this up.
Riddler made the whole thing happen. And he killed Kite Man's son
Right.
to make him into Kite Man. And the whole thing is an elaborate scheme because he's like, it's not about you, Batman. Joker can't laugh. That's a riddle.
So it was he just wanted to get the Joker to laugh because he thought it would be a hard, fun problem to solve.
Yes.
He's the Riddler. This is actually decent.
Yeah,
And
that's
Batman
kinda
is
cool.
so overwhelmed by how fucked up this is. He grabs the machete Joker used, and he turns to Riddler, and Riddler says, no. And Batman goes, hell yeah. And he proceeds to stab Riddler in the face with the machete.
Oh my god.
Or so you think.
Oh.
But instead, Joker's hand is in the way and catches the blade.
Oh.
And when Joker realizes that he saved Riddler from being murdered by Batman, that triggers the laughter.
Huh.
That's funny. Batman just hangs his head in shame.
And he's upset.
Yeah.
He's upset because he was going to kill the Riddler.
He was going to kill the Riddler. Now you know, Selena.
And he
You
didn't.
know that I was going to stab a man in the face with a machete.
Selena's like,
Murdering like 100 people.
I was going to kill a man who totally deserved it.
Totally
I'm
asked
so
for
sorry.
it. And like, it's Selena, but
She's like, what?
and instead of laughing herself
Yeah.
into a fit,
yeah, she just gets up and leaves and be like, you're insane.
yeah, that sucks.
This is the premise, the whole crux of your story. I'm supposed to feel bad for you?
Didn't you let a 12-year-old boy die in Ethiopia?
Yeah.
That's a reason to be ashamed of yourself. Stabbing a piece of shit that, for all accounts, should have been executed on death row. You know how many people I've killed?
Don't you think
stabbed
you're taking the
plenty of
not
people.
killing thing a little too far?
Right, like,
it's enough.
I get why you wouldn't forgive yourself. But why do you think I wouldn't forgive you?
Yeah.
Are you fucking for real?
Obviously, I'm not going to have a problem with that.
There's no way
Why would
she's...
you be afraid to tell me that?
She
I
doesn't
don't
say
understand.
that. Instead, she cries, but like happy tears, because
Right.
he confided in her, and
Yeah.
her mascara runs, and,
Uh-huh.
and they have this little moment where she's like, "Oh, you big brute, like come on." And then she says, "Now you can ask me." And when he proposed to her, he said, "Marry me." That was his response. And she goes, "Okay, ask me this time. Don't tell me, you
Right.
big ape. Just ask me." And he says, "Will you marry me?" And she says, "Yes."
Aw.
And that's the end of the war of jokes and riddles. And you're like, there's something there. Like, this is one of those things where I'm like,
That's a good twist at the end.
is
Yeah,
it?
I thought it was
Yeah,
a good
okay.
twist.
Because I'm kind of on board for it, but the image of Batman just going like, Look, it's stabbing him in the
Yeah,
face.
with the machete, stabbing him in the face with a machete is a little weird.
Now Batman's like, his punch force, I'm sure it would have gone through his head. But like, it's a machete. Like, would that kill him? I don't know. Like, you'd have to be
Through the brain? Yeah.
Yeah, but what if he misses? What if,
what if it just glanced off his bone?
What if it hits him in the fucking
off his
in
forehead?
the septum?
It's Batman.
All right, yeah. Batman, it's precision.
Yeah, but
he's
why
like,
would
yes,
why with a machete though? If it was
because it was the crime of opportunity. It was a crime of passion. He's like,
Right.
this is the thing that'll kill someone.
Right.
I'll use that.
I feel like it would have been more devastating for him if it had been a gun though.
Oh, yes.
Then I would have been like, okay.
That I
No,
would've-
I picked up the thing I swore off
Yeah,
forever.
because it was right there.
Yeah.
There was one handy, and Joker like took it in the shoulder
yes.
or something.
Yeah, just jumped in the way or took it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would have loved that.
Joker gets the same scar, and then they have matching scars. That's funny.
Because, we're basically the same character.
wait.
It's backwards.
And then it makes a heart.
Oh
my God.
Carved a question mark. in
Riddler's
my
like,
chest.
no!
Oh, it's so grimdark. Oh my god.
Oh no, look at me! And I got cum gutters, Riddler, watch out! Yeah, that would have been freaking amazing.
Riddler just cries.
For the next year, Joker will operate shirtless to show off just how swole he is. With his reverse question mark to shame you into retirement. Okay, yeah. It's Comic Pop's War of Jokes and Riddles.
Yeah, same thing, just
Same thing,
a little twist
but
at the
like-
end, a little
but
more
funnier.
a little funnier at the end.
Well, a little more derisive because
Yeah.
Riddler just like loses and is like, "Oh shit, Batman almost stabbed me in the face," like, which I guess is like that puts the fear of God into Riddler and he stops like pushing it quite as hard. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
don't kill as many people in the next issue.
Yeah, maybe try the leotard.
No, I dig this.
Yeah, and the art's spectacular. I really dig it. Batman is on model, regardless of whether he's Bruce Wayne or Batman. And like, if you use an on model Batman and put him as Bruce Wayne, like that's just Batman.
Yeah.
Like he looks like the Tick. He is just he's this huge chin, and he's just like, I'm like, no.
Yeah, he's just like,
Yeah, like no. You don't get to do the Clark Kent thing where you're like built, but you like shift your weight so you look fat. You look ridiculous.
yeah.
And Yenin, I don't know why. Maybe Yenin just likes drawing tuxedos, but like every time I see Bruce Wayne drawn by Mikhail Yenin, he's in a tuxedo. But anyway, yeah, the art's great across the board. It's not just Yenin, but like it's really good stuff. Yeah, you know what? Like, it's not nearly as bad as I remember
good.
coming out week to week. Or
I read this a long time ago. I think towards the end of it, while it was
Tom
ending.
King's writing, where it's like, oh, dude just writes for trades. Don't read it month to month, and maybe you'll enjoy it better.
Why do you think the Joker saves Riddler at the end?
Oh, because the idea of like stopping Batman from breaking his one rule and being the reason it happened, that's why.
Ah, so he wanted to, like, he wasn't trying to save the Riddler.
No.
He was trying to fuck
He's
up
fucking
Batman.
over. Yeah.
Like, you
Wouldn't
would've
letting
killed him
him
if it
kill
weren't
the
for
Riddler
me.
be more devastating to Batman?
Yeah, but then that would be like his parents' murder or Jason Todd's loss. Like, no.
You would
no, no,
still
no.
lose Batman at that point.
Exactly. No. He'd
Right.
be too sad. He wouldn't want
Right.
to play the game anymore. Like,
And I
no.
want him to know that, like, I'm the one who prevented him from breaking his rule.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, and it's like, you'll never tell anybody. It'll be something for just us.
Right.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
It is embarrassing.
So there you have it. War Jokes and Riddles. It's in the comments down below if you want to pick up a copy. Otherwise, we'll see you guys next time with an all new episode of Back Issues. Check out that Batman movie.
We will.
It's probably not going to be this.
No. No, I doubt it. Although, you know what? Like, probably would be a decent movie.
Yeah.
Scaling it down. Plus,
Yeah.
it'd be kind of cool to see all those.
In early 2015, a parody of the Who Would Win image macro circled the internet, pitting 1 trillion lines against the sun. Many responses came, none of them serious. Eventually, though, a few people began to apply math and science to this question. I read over these answers, and I feel that there are a few things that can still be expanded upon, all while diving into how we talk about large numbers, unanswered physics thought experiments, and obliterating our solar system through piles of animals. So, who would win, 1 trillion lions or the sun? Let's find out. First, we need to assess our competitors. In the right corner, we have the sun. The sun is a miasma of incandescent plasma. It's not on fire. The sheer amount of heat and energy from the sun can strip electrons from the nuclei of atoms, creating a soup of fast-moving, high-energy plasma particles. These then can collide with each other to create heavier elements and release even more energy, creating a massive, self-sustaining fusion bomb that constantly spews out high-energy electromagnetic radiation like visible light, UV, X-rays, and gamma rays. And then there are the lions. They eat antelopes and stuff. Hey, I never said this would be a fair fight, but the lions have a numerical advantage, right? Ian Stedman from the New Statesman calculated that 1 trillion lions would weigh 1.875 times 10 to the 14th kilograms, be 290 cubic kilometers in volume, and have a diameter of 8 kilometers. That means that this lion sphere is about twice as wide as Central Park, and nowhere near as pretty. The sun, on the other hand, is 51 kilometers across, and... Wait, hold on. Haha, seems I'm using a non-credible source. Hold on. Okay, much better. The sun is about 1.4 million kilometers across and has a mass of about 2 times 10 to the 30th kilograms, which is 10 quadrillion times as massive as the lion ball. At this point, it seems obvious who's going to win. The ball of lions being plunked into space won't have any sort of momentum relative to the sun, so it'll slowly begin to fall towards it. Since it won't be hindered by any type of air resistance, by the time the ball reaches the corona, the outermost layer of the sun, it'll be traveling at over 400 kilometers per second. Then the ball will plummet through a thin but very hot soup of radiation and particles. Small bits of lion will slough off in a process called sputtering as it smashes through thicker and thicker atmosphere through the corona and the chromosphere until it hits about the photosphere. There's not too much data about chucking things into the sun, but as the particle density increases, the sphere of lions should slowly break up and become balls of plasma that integrate into the sun like nothing ever happened. If we want to destroy the sun, we're going to need more lions. First, we can bend the rules a bit. Remember that whole 1 trillion thing? Well, it turns out that a trillion means different things to different people. In English-speaking countries, we count our magnitudes by the thousands. 1,000 thousandths is a million, 1,000 millions is a billion, etc. This is called the short scale. In French and Spanish-speaking countries, however, they count by the millions. A million's 1,000 thousandths, the same as in the short scale, but 1,000 millions is a milliard. A billion to them is a million millions. This is the long scale, and a long-scale trillion, then, is equivalent to a million million millions, or a short-scale quintillion. That's a lot larger than before, but that's only a mass of 1.88 times 10 to the 20th kilograms, still way less than that of the sun. Though now we have a ball that's about 821 kilometers across, about half the size of the moon. Still not big enough to beat the sun, but at least now we can start talking about something interesting. When these lions enter the sun, they'll be so utterly destroyed that we can stop thinking of them as hair and claws and internal organs, and instead think of them as collections of elements. To my knowledge, nobody's run a lion through an ICP-MS before, but if you have, let's get in touch. Nevertheless, we can approximate their elemental composition with another mammal. We have data on humans, which, for our purposes, might as well be smaller, less hairy lions, so let's just use that. By weight, these lions would be 65% oxygen, 18% carbon, 10% hydrogen, 3% nitrogen, 1.5% calcium, and 1% phosphorus, with fractions of a percent in potassium, sulfur, sodium, and chlorine, and trace amounts of minerals like iron, copper, and magnesium. That means that our lion ball has similar composition to a comet, which we know partly because we literally smashed into one in 2005 during the Deep Impact mission. When this comet falls into the sun, it may be able to cause a solar flare, but more than likely it'll just burn up, and the component elements will integrate with the rest of the sun, just as before. Even worse, the sun could use these elements for fusion, giving it more fuel and making it shine for even longer. Can these poor lions ever win? One potential method could be to compress these lions into a black hole. If we want our 1 trillion lions to become a black hole, we would need to compress them down to their Schwarzschild radius. The Schwarzschild radius is a property of anything with mass, basically giving a lower limit for how small something can be crushed before it's so dense that light would be unable to escape from it. For our ball of lions, the radius is 0.00279 angstroms. Take a deep breath. The length of the bond in an oxygen molecule that you just inhaled is 43,000 times longer than the lion black hole is wide. I have neither the knowledge, the credentials, nor the computational power to work out whether or not this lion micro black hole would even be detectable, let alone be able to engulf the sun, so I'll leave this point as an exercise for the viewer. But could lions ever beat out the sun without having to rely on a quirk of physics? Here's what I posit, a thought experiment, if you will. Can there ever be an amount of lions that can start nuclear fusion on their own? The logic here being that, if there are conditions for which lions can become a star, then maybe it's impossible for lions to ever be able to put out the sun. Otherwise, you could just take an arbitrarily large pool of lions and throw it into the sun to extinguish it. If the arbitrarily large pool of lions can trigger nuclear fusion in its own core before it gets so large that it collapses into a black hole, then maybe there will never be a way for lions to stop nuclear fusion. In order to get the lion ball to begin fusing, it needs to reach a temperature of 100 million Kelvin. In stars, this temperature comes from the collapse of large clouds of hydrogen gas, which can then sustain the process of nuclear fusion. In piles of lions, the only force that we would get would be the lions pressing against each other, which would lead to reasonably high temperatures and pressures, but it's lacking that oomph that would need to bring it to 100 million Kelvin. Well, since lions shouldn't be able to spontaneously undergo nuclear fusion, how big of a lion ball can we get before it becomes a black hole by size and mass alone? By comparing the change in the Schwarzschild radius to the change in the actual radius of a glowing sphere of lions, we can see that a pile of lions would spontaneously become a black hole when it reaches a radius of 5.01 times 10 to the 11th meters. This would require 1.8 times 10 to the 36th lions, and have a mass of 3.4 times 10 to the 38th kilograms. Now we're talking. If we threw together 3 times 10 to the 35th kilograms of lions, going a couple orders of magnitude below that upper limit, we might now be able to snuff out the sun. As this lion ball pops into existence, the whole solar system shifts its orbits. The sun begins to stretch as it falls toward the enormous planet of lions. This stretching and subsequent collision pulls the gases away from each other, decreasing the temperature and the number of plasma particle collisions. Eventually, the fusion will cease, and the gases will permeate into the lion sphere, and the entire solar system will be destroyed. And for what? Why create this cruel, cruel challenge? Surely lions were never meant to snuff out our only source of life in this cold, unforgiving universe. And as our green Earth continues its descent into its liony grave, I hope that the person who created this challenge is able to realize the magnitude of the problems that they have created. Of course, this is all pretty speculative. After all, as of 2018, the field of Leo astronomy is in its infancy, so surely we can expect more promising results in the future. Hey, if you're hearing this, that means you...
Oh my god. Yeah, fuck it, why not? Why not? Why not? Let's do Doomsday Cock. This is what I haven't finished, so this will incentivize me to finish it before I get to the end. I doubt we'll get to the end today. It's like 3 hours long.
This has been one hell of a year, and I thought to cap it off, we talk about the Doomsday Clock.
2 years in the making or something? More?
It started in November of 2017, and it concluded in December of 2019.
Okay, 2 years.
So 2 years and 1 month.
Yeah,
right. It took for a 12-issue miniseries. That was also the driving force behind the publishing line.
That's 1 every 2 months on average.
Yeah.
That's not the worst track record for books.
It is not. Yeah.
It's probably about twice as long as it's supposed to take.
Yeah, literally that. Doomsday Clock is written by Jeff Johns with art by Gary Frank. It is the culmination of everything that John set up, all the way starting with things like Flashpoint. Of course, Flashpoint was written by Jeff Johns, and it started the New 52.
Yeah.
That was originally Jeff Johns' baby, where he's like...
And that was originally supposed to end with this.
No. No, it was more like, well, Johns wrote stories for the Legion of Superheroes and the JSA. So clearly he has an affinity for these like characters who are relics.
Yeah.
And they represent like just a black and white idealized version of superheroes. The good guys are good, the bad guys are bad. Let's have hope in our hearts, that kind of thing.
It's simple.
So then he wrote Flashpoint, which is this misery fest about how like, what if this lunatic killed this dude's mom, then the dude went back, saved his mom, and it caused a war that people seem to prefer to the current DC universe. It's supposed to be, and I think John's meant for it to be.
All I did was save my mom.
Yeah, what the hell? Why is it all like that? And it's like, yeah,
Apparently my mom is Hitler.
You change one thing and your favorite heroes, everything goes to shit.
that's right. Don't mess with time, Barry. Even though your mom shouldn't have died in the first place. It's never been expressly stated that the New 52 was like an afterthought. And that somebody went like, oh my god, we're right in the middle of a time thing. Let's reboot the entire line because I'm sick of having to answer questions at cons. But I'm certain that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
And so New 52 came out, and the problem with New 52, of course, was that it was so successful.
Right, sorry about that.
It was very popular, made a lot of money, and it had absolutely no rudder and no direction. And John,
That's cool.
I think, was like, my god, what have I done? Also, of course, DC Universe Rebirth teased and set up Doomsday Clock. That was already in motion.
Right.
And it was going to be the template for the future of DC. This
Right.
is where we're going.
Yeah,
It's like an unspoken crisis.
As I recall, the implication was that we got what was happening in Rebirth because of Dr. Manhattan.
Yes. Oh, we got all of this because of Dr. Manhattan.
So it wasn't Flashpoint directly that caused it, but it somehow...
Well, it was originally when
Yeah,
Jones
well, I
wrote
mean,
it because he set it
now,
up
in
like
the new
Pandora's
history.
involved, and then literally Dr. Manhattan in DC Universe was like boom and just blows up the reason why
Wow.
in continuity the New 52 happened. He's like, no, that was dumb. Who cares about
now
Grifter?
this. Yeah, well,
now,
who
of
does
course,
care about Grifter?
Ironically, everyone at DC now, Doomsday Clock is a sequel to Watchmen. I'm sorry,
Really?
it is.
I mean,
What?
you can't not have it be a sequel to Watchmen. It has the Watchmen
Well,
characters
yeah,
in it.
but
Right.
I don't know. I just assumed it was really just going to be Dr. Manhattan.
Right, and
messing with
that's
stuff.
what he was. You know, remember the button?
Yeah.
The comedian's
yeah.
button?
I remember the button, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't have anything to do with this.
What?
But
It
that
a-
was...
it was a stopgap because Doomsday Clock was taking too long.
Oh.
Okay.
People will argue in the comments that I'm wrong, but like I have it on good authority I'm right. So, the opening of Doomsday Clock is it's 1992 in the Watchmen universe.
Okay.
So it's a
We're just
sequ-
going right there.
Yes,
We're just-
we're opening page is it's Watchmen.
What? Okay.
Adrian Veidt's
Damn it.
plan,
Yeah.
it's out. Cat's out of the bag. Somebody read Rorschach's journal
Okay.
and they published it.
Okay. Like right then or just
no,
now?
just now.
Oh.
Like,
so
it
for
took-
years.
It took like a few years, from 86 to 92, for the journal to
8 years,
disseminate,
okay.
for people to unravel the mystery.
Hey Ben, you still here?
Like they found out about like the missing scientists, artists, and creators that like helped to craft.
What is the do you know roughly where the oil field is, or where I can get some oil?
Northwest or deep water. Most of the oil that's going to be above the surface in large concentrations is going to be in the frozen area. The other bits are going to be under the water. If you want to collect little at a time, you can cut up tech dinos for it, or you can cut up. There's also
Can I refine it myself by making shit?
No, you need oil and hides, and oil and hide together is what will allow you to create gasoline.
Okay, so I need to get to the bottom of the sea. That should be my next goal. Because it's inevitable now, because I need black pearls and I need oil.
Just be very careful under the water. The place is fucking scary. I'll be back on in a bit. I might be able to help you out.
I have to be level 81.
For what?
So you
Scuba
get
gear?
yeah. Alright, it's okay. I need a shit ton of obsidian anyway, so I'm going back. I have a shit ton of I have more Pokemon than I thought. And they're all staring at me, and they're looking at me, and they're watching me move. Oh, they all like me! Unlike real life. Sag. Don't tell anyone this, Ted, but you're my favorite. Hmm. So how do I build the generator? Like, do I just connect these, like, wire thingies, or do I need to connect something from the generator?
You connect the wires from the generator, and then you attach an outlet to the wires, and the outlet is what actually powers the stuff.
Okay,
So
so
those
so
wires
let's say
are
to
what
start, I
what
just
power.
take one of these vertical cables and I just
You can just stick it on there and then stick an outlet on it.
okay. So I have to have
You
one
need
coming,
an outlet.
but I have to have one coming out of the generator, right?
Yeah, you have to have at least one coming out of the generator to attach a outlet to.
Where do you attach it to? Just anywhere?
There's a specific snap point near not the big section. There's a little shaft that sticks out of it to the smaller section. If you look closer towards that smaller section, there should be a snap point.
In the small section.
I don't know. I'd right click and yeah, there you go. That's it. It's on the snap point there.
Okay.
That is connected. Now you can just stick an outlet on top of that little shaft and it'll power stuff. For the fabricator, you need gasoline to run it though.
I have a good amount built up, but I need to get more oil if I want to keep this going.
I hear you.
Honestly, the only reason I wanted to stop playing this game was because I thought it was too much. But it's Easter and no one's gonna be around to play anything anyway. You know?
Yeah, Birdie didn't even respond. Aztec, I expected not to respond. Hey, she just got home.
Yep. Do I put the outlet like outside? Because I have two outlets. Should I put one inside and one outside?
You have to connect the outlet to the power cables.
Yes,
The
do.
outlet has to go. You put the outlet from the power cable, and then once the outlet is attached to the power cable, anything that's in range of that outlet that needs power gets powered.
Okay. Hi, Shay.
Hello. How are you?
Fucking, I stayed up all for like 5 a.m. playing this fucking game, and I played this fucking game all day.
Wow.
I feel like a piece of shit, Shay.
I'm sorry. I didn't tell you to go do all that.
Huh?
I didn't tell you to stay up till 5 a.m. playing. That was probably why you kept saying goodnight to me when I was leaving.
Huh?
That was probably why you kept saying goodnight to me when I was leaving.
Really?
You were like, good night, Shay. I'm like, all right. Good night, Artie. I'll see you later.
What time did you leave?
7 o'clock in the morning.
I don't even remember that. At all. I don't remember waking up. I just remember waking, like, I woke up at sometime around like 11 or 12, and I felt great.
Yeah,
I
you
didn't-
kept saying goodnight to me when I was leaving.
Did you wake me up to say bye?
I made you hold the cat. Like, you held the cat as I opened up the door and everything.
I feel like I kind of remember that. I kind of remember that. There's something there. I might have been like literally just like a wink awake and then went back to sleep immediately. So I can keep all the outlets inside. Like I can keep them against the wall as long as like everything's like nearby those outlets. Ben?
Sorry, yeah, in theory, yes.
Okay.
As
So
long as everything is within range of the outlet, they'll be fine. Sorry, I thought I was muted.
I'll be right back
where are you going?
to go grab the water bottle.
Huh?
To go grab a water bottle. Why does it matter? I'll be right back.
Where are you going?
It doesn't matter. I'll be right back.
Where are you going? I'm just asking, Jesus. Weirdo.
Your girlfriend's not here. I'm sorry.
But Mel.
Hey, want to see my PC, Shay?
You built the PC and Arc? I didn't know you could do that.
Next to my Pokemon.
Oh, nice.
It's my box.
Nice. That makes everything nifty. Pause the mic.
Hey, James.
I just saw your message about Pokemon going to a Pokemon Center. Arturo messaged me saying that his Pokemon.
I'll asking you if you had the PC.
No, I never made it. I haven't made it yet.
And that's Shelby.
Yeah, it's Shelby.
Which is weird because she should know better than that. Anyway, if you don't have the engram for PCs, James, somebody on your team has PC, so.
Yeah, I saw on Arturo's stream that he was standing in front of one.
Yeah, so.
I assume he made it to get it back.
Yeah, he made it. I made it for him so that he would have something to get it, but he did have the engram and the materials for himself.
Okay. Yeah, it wasn't me. I haven't made it yet. If I did have it, it would be at my base, and my base is right across the street. He could always just go there and grab it.
He looked in your base, he didn't find any. That's why we were like, yeah, I guess it's fucking
Shelby.
that, or you had one in a different outpost. We just figured we'd
Ah.
ask you before deciding it was Shelby. It's just, I don't know. Shelby should know that if she has it, it affects the whole tribe.
So what's going on exactly?
With the PC, if you have more 6 Mons on you, anything more than 6, when you capture them back in their Pokeball, whether it's from your quick select or from an actual capture, it ports them back to the PC.
I haven't been doing that.
Yeah, that's probably because she got it set up last night.
Oh, it must have been recent. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you go to her base and change the settings on her PC since it's part of the tribe?
No, there's no settings to change. That's just how PCs work.
Oh,
If she has a PC up and running, you guys need one too. That's the.
now I have to make a PC.
Oh, excuse
Or
me.
you can swing by my base and there's an extra PC in my workbench.
How y'all niggas doing?
But,
How's it going, Aztec?
It's all crash, my nigga. It's all crash, Ben. It's all crash. How's everything?
Doing okay. I'm just gonna smoke these drugs because you're in the chat now.
I'm gonna smoke these drugs because I'm in the chat now, Ben. You got me. You got me all figured out.
Have you ever seen have you ever heard of that movie or the movie The Anime Free? It's about
Yeah.
like some swim team. Have you ever seen the abridged version called 50% off?
No, I feel like I need to. Dude,
You really do.
there's this. I know what Free's about, but there's this fucking. I think I tried to get you and fucking Artie to watch it when I was watching it like a year ago. It's called Skate the Infinity.
Yeah, you told me about.
I asked that. Give me 1 sec.
Hey, it's like an incredibly homosexual JoJo skateboarding show. But the dub. Remember when I said like the dub isn't better than the subs? Blah 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 blah. The
Yeah, for the
dub,
most part.
they lean in so hard on the homosexuality and I love it.
It's like Ghost Stories. It's one of those few animes where it is kind of better to watch it in both ways, just because
Yeah.
the English is hilarious.
Cause like one of the dudes, one of the guys is it's Dio, but on a skateboard. He has an entrance, a WWE entrance, and he's like, "What's up, bitches?" He's like, "Hello, people," essentially. Like speaking to the crowd. But in the dub, it's like, fuck, what do you say? Uh, what's up, my bitches, my bros, and my non-binary hoes? And it's like,
God.
What the fuck did you just say?
it's from Skate the Infinity, the dub.
Oh,
You should watch it.
I thought you were.
Dub.
No, give me a second.
It's really good.
That's funny.
what are you doing?
What? Why?
Because your mic is just like muffling here and there.
It's my fan. Or my computer's fan. Or the fridge in my room. I don't know. It's one of the three.
Is it a mini fridge?
It is a mini fridge.
Does it have
Looks-
beer in it?
Not right now. No, it does not. Let me reduce my input. Is that better? Should be slightly.
Hey, Aztec, can I get your opinion on something?
Sure.
Okay, tell him.
Alright, so my coworker, who does not like me, I do not like him, I was not paying attention to him, I was walking around doing my own thing, and he looks at me and goes, "You'd be a really good CEO of a company." I really want to know what that means.
Because she's taking it as an insult.
It really feels like it's an insult.
And I feel like she's right.
Okay. Shay, what were you doing?
What were you doing, Shay?
Well, I was actually, there's these things we do called fresh and readies where I have to put a bunch of meat and vegetables and seasonings
Packaging.
together.
She was packaging stuff.
And, yes, go on. No one just
What
packaged.
do you mean packaging stuff? I was packaging, I was labeling it, I was putting it out on the wall.
Yeah.
I was cleaning all my dishes. At the moment that I was walking past it.
You mean you were working hard, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Doing all of the work?
Were you doing all the work?
I was doing a lot more work than he was.
Okay.
Was he not do? Yeah, okay, wonderful.
What was he doing?
That's what he meant.
Standing around talking to guests.
Is he supposed to do that?
No, he's supposed to work. You were supposed to be filling.
How many
and
times has
cleaning.
he gotten warned not to do that?
He got told twice today.
Shay, ironically, he would make a great CEO of the company. You technically would, but not really, because you're doing too much work.
Okay. So technically, what he said was, ironically, he would make the better CEO because doesn't do shit. He just tells people what to do, kind of. And you would too, in the good sense, but you're also a worker. Like you're doing your role.
You're working too fucking
I
hard.
don't know what?
Oh my god.
You're actually doing your job. You know how sometimes like they slack off, and I can't like get myself to like be like, no, that's not a good thing.
Right.
Like no, like I encourage people to slack off more at work. At the same time, I think there's a difference between that and then just being a fucking asshole.
Yeah, definitely, but it's also like at the end of the day,
So he's unironically, or he's ironically telling me he'd be a good.
He's
CEO?
making fun of you because you're working hard.
You're working very hard.
That's what I thought he was doing. I'm pretty sure he was making fun of me for working hard, but I'm like, it really feels like that whole "oh, you got nice shiny shoes" comment Arturo makes at his boss.
No, it's the opposite. It's your shoes are way too dirty, peasant.
You really want this job, huh? God damn.
It's
more like that.
Yeah, it's not the shiny shoes. He's
No, but I felt like it was a comment like that, but it was like
no, he's looking down at you from a pedestal. Yes, you were right to be insulting.
Yes, he's still looking down at you, but it's for a different reason.
But he's like not unironically, he's an actual retarded person, and I don't like.
You can't say that word.
No, that's not an insult. I'm not insulting him. He's an actual retarded person. Like his brain, he has something wrong with his like mental.
And what I want to tell you and Shay, Artie, is that both Shay and probably him, I don't know about gender laws or whatever you guys have in California, get paid the same amount of money per hour. So whoever can get away with doing the less work.
No, she's part of a union, so I think Shay gets paid more at this point, right?
How much more?
Not by much. It's negligible, but you've been there longer.
And you're doing more work
I
than
make
you are
like
the sucker.
30,
She makes $30 an hour. What?
30 cents more than him. Wow.
Oh, fuck. I was gonna say, never mind. I'm speaking out my ass, but no, it's 30 cents. You're doing too much goddamn work. Fuck that union. Your job ain't that important. Find another one.
No. The union's what makes the job. Eventually, if she gets into like a corporate position there, that's where the sweet spot's gonna be.
Fuck that.
I keep telling her to go into management, but she won't do it.
Go to
Corporate's
college,
not part
get
of
a-
union.
Jesus,
Huh?
have a degree.
Corporate's not part of union.
It isn't?
Mm-mm.
No. But you can leave the union after that. Fuck the union. If you get into a nice cushy corporate position, you're pretty much set as long as you don't ruffle too many feathers.
I lied and cheated my way on my resume, mind you. Not in real. I said some lies with my voice, but I lied on my resume.
Did you try to sound as white as possible?
No. I just lied about my work experience.
Oh.
And I lied about my prior work experience and made it seem like it fit the position for this job, but it didn't, and I don't really care because they train. So it's like I weaseled my way into this corporate IT position, and I will stay here for experience, and then I will leave when the time is right, or I'll move up. But I'm not staying in a position that doesn't value my time. Like I used to do customer service.
No one values your time, Jim.
Yeah.
People value your time as an illusion.
No, you're right and you're wrong.
Even people that love you don't value your time.
I mean, value my time with dollars per hour.
Yeah, no one does. That's an illusion. Yeah, you have
a company that does, my guy. I found a company that does.
See, but you're saying that now. Wait, like till you're working there for a year or two, and then you realize that like it's never enough.
No, what you're understanding, what you're not understanding, is that like it's a year or two of work experience that I lied about on my resume. So if they train me to work with active directors,
You're supposed to do that. You're not special. You're supposed to do that.
If I spend my year at this company getting my certificates and shit so I can move on to another company, that's what I want to do.
At a certain point, people don't respect you if you don't lie a little on your resume.
That's where I'm at right now, Artie. I lied through my fucking teeth to get this job.
Yeah, but you keep saying the word weasel. And I don't agree with it. I think you did the right thing. I think most people do what you do.
Well, that's where we're at I guess a slight disagreement. I wouldn't be anywhere right now where I.
Do you think a lot of people who work a similar job like lied about a lot of their experience? Like even people who go to college, they don't have work experience, so how do they apply for jobs? They lie, right?
A lot of people lie about how they lost their jobs too.
Yeah, I lie about that too. But it's also like, at a certain point, I'm not going to stay in the fields that I'm working in if I don't like the job.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy customer service. It doesn't pay enough for the shit that I do. I could do customer service in an IT position and get paid like twice the amount of money and do less the work, like 2 times as less work. So it's like, I don't know what Shay's doing, but if her goal is to go into like an office, just go to college and get a random ass bachelor's.
But that costs money. At least this way you get the, and you get the and you get the benefits of healthcare. Like at a certain, it's a hustle. That's the thing about unions, and you can sit there and be like, "Motherfuck unions," but like, hold on, let me finish. Recently, they signed a contract for like getting a raise for the like projected like next couple of years, and it's actually pretty significant. So like, I don't know. Like I think in the field in what she's working in now and how it's progressing, it's not bad. And because of her seniority and because she isn't in a union, she's pretty much next to be like a manager, which comes with a significant pay grade. And that doesn't come with college. So like I don't know. I think it just depends. I think she got lucky. I think she got into it's kind of hard to get union jobs like this, I think. It's like a legit union.
Knocking. Does she get a 401k?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Now, do you get to choose like an ETF that you get to put your 401k into?
I don't know. That's all her stuff. I don't really like bug her about her finances.
Really? You really want to make sure.
I just know that Union like matches shit and everything. I don't know.
Well, normally you can request an ETF to have your 401k put into, and it's very important that everyone should be putting part of their retirement into ETFs, bonds, certain stocks and cryptos that so you can generate wealth while sleeping essentially.
Yeah, don't just let your company blindly invest that shit for you.
Yeah. You should look into and invest and make the decision yourself.
Yeah.
Find the ETFs that are good for you.
And it's like, I'm not saying that Shay isn't in a good position or anything.
Oh no, she's not into any of that stock shit. But I like.
No, not even with the stocks. It's just like her job. Like, I wouldn't stay in a career.
I mean, she's not a fucking doctor. I'm not gonna sit here and be like she's a doctor or some shit like that.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, if she's in a position where she can move up now, it doesn't hurt her to go to school and like just fucking cop a bachelor's degree. Go to school online and cheat through it. Who fucking cares? Just get the.
I would go into computer science.
Paper. That's what I'm doing is computer science. Like, get the shit on paper. If you don't need it, you don't need it. But it's like my sister knows nothing about computers. I'm doing my best to convince her.
Bro, you're preaching to the wrong person. I fundamentally believe that school is just it's a stopgap for people who don't have the actual like. Hold on, no. School isn't like a stopgap. It's like a thing you do if you can't figure out what the fuck to do with your time. I think people who actually can like generate wealth, we're smart enough to generate wealth from themselves. Like school is just an add-on. I think it's a cop out. It's an easy way out. If you do a certain amount of things, you get a shiny reward at the end. And if you don't do those things, you don't. It's an easy path. And like you're right in the sense that if she goes to school, but you don't have to. There's other alternatives.
You're correct. I was getting to that. I'm going to school, quote unquote, because I was going to school for medicine, but I changed my mind like a few months ago. But I get grants to go to school, so I don't have to pay for anything. So I switched my I didn't even switch my major. I just picked up classes in IT as electives, so I can get my certifications, which is the only thing that really matters. But I don't have to actually fucking pay for it out of pocket, which is essentially what I was suggesting.
At a certain, but that's what you want to do, and at a certain point, some people.
The foot in the door, yo. I am telling you, like, if you want easy money.
I'm not saying I disagree with you. I'm saying that as for me, I'm going back to school by summer. I think by the start of next semester. I think.
Did you just say school was bullshit?
Yeah, but I'm not going to. I'm doing pretty much what you're doing. I'm getting certain certifications, and I'm literally taking like a couple of classes. I have it mapped out.
Yeah, that's what I was preaching to.
Yeah, but my point is, some people that's not what they want to do.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. I was only saying to get a bachelor's degree because, okay, like the company that I'm working for, it's for pharmaceutical pharmaceutical representatives. But my trainers said that they will hire anyone as long as they have a bachelor's degree. That's the only thing they look for, and they make like 60 grand a year, and get like free travel, as long as you're good at sales, like you can get your car leased.
Sales, fucking. Oh.
It's selling drugs.
Yeah. So, I don't know, dude. My mind is broken. I don't like that shit. Just sales. The fuck. I don't know, bro. I'm good.
My cousin has a bachelor's degree.
I could give a fuck.
Random bullshit, and he was hired like off the street by a fucking IT company that taught him everything just because.
I'm very happy for your cousin.
I'm just saying, dude. It goes far.
I'm sure it does. I'm not disagreeing with you. I just.
Hey, it's money. That's the only thing I really care about is money.
Yeah. I care about money too. I just.
I don't give a shit about anything else. I want a decent work-life balance and money. If I don't have to work for a living, that's even fucking better.
I don't know. I'm winging it. I'm just doing what feels right. I'm trusting the old gut. It's called. I think Christians call it faith.
It's called faith. That's what faith. You described it.
But I mean, the difference is I can accept that. Like, you can't accept that. Like even if you do all that, at the end of the day, you won't go to bed and feel the same thing that you feel now. No, I don't. It doesn't matter what I think. I just.
That's what you said.
I do what makes me happy, and sales doesn't make sales. Ugh.
Doesn't make me happy either.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm willing to take the financial hit. So,
Yeah, I don't work in sales, my guy.
well, but exactly. So we're in agreement.
Yeah?
Yeah. So yeah.
Was that misconstrued?
No.
Just learn how to invest your money. You can get an ETF, put your money in ETF, and you can trade within your ETF without having to pay any capital gains taxes. You just
I'm
aren't
not
pulling
trading
any money
ETF.
from your ETF until
Fuck
you're
that.
retired.
I
So you
will
can
bankrupt
accumulate
myself.
wealth. What?
I would bankrupt myself before I retired if I traded within my ETFs
No,
like that.
no. You only do like 4 trades a year with your ETF, so you do it at pivotal points and dips in the market or highs. Not like trying to day trade with your ETF, dude.
I would rather pay somebody 20% of my fucking
And
game.
usually you have a broker that does it for you.
Yeah, fuck that. I'd have a broker. I couldn't do that myself.
Most
I'd-
ETFs are brokers, unless you yourself are handling your own ETF because you have a lot of liquidity. You're dealing with a broker, and they're doing like 4 trades. You know, they're getting like they have like they're in their studio or whatever, their business, the clients. You know, are
Mhm.
guaranteed like a certain return of a year of investment.
Oh, yeah,
while
yeah.
they're trading. You know, and you accumulate the key is to have as many passive incomes as you possibly can and accumulate wealth while you're sleeping, you know.
I've watched all those videos too.
Well, I mean, I'm doing really well for myself right now, you know. If I knew what I knew now when I was 16, when I was my first job, I'd be a millionaire right now.
I would have been a millionaire.
I'm sure a lot of people feel that way. If I knew that Bitcoin was gonna go fucking take off, I'm sure we'd have a lot of millionaires.
I bought into Bitcoin when it was.
But it's the same. But it's the same thing.
Yeah,
So-
well, no, it is the same thing. Like you're just investing in stuff early, but you know, you learn how to read markets and learn trends and pay attention to the.
My friend Connor Bathan gave me 10 Bitcoin. I don't even know how long ago. It was like we were playing fucking Xbox.
Damn. And you
What happened to it?
10?
He's like, I'm gonna buy you lunch. I didn't want to spend money. I'm gonna buy you lunch, and I was like, okay. And he sent me 10 bucks. He technically paid for it,
But he sent it to you.
but it was cents. It was literally like worth like dog shit. And I don't even know where the fucking wallet ID is. I don't even fucking.
Oh, the
Dude.
Yeah. I think about it sometimes. I'm like, wow, life really would have been different. Would it have?
When I was 18, I had 5 grand. Oh, no.
30% of Bitcoin is lost because of people who can't
Mhm.
recover their seed phrases. So there's like a bottom for Bitcoin that it will never pass.
Not even that. It's like in the early days, like back when Mount Gox was like active. Like I was using Mount Gox when I had like
Oh,
when I was in-
everybody got their money back on that.
Ev-
You saw that?
No, I didn't get
Yes.
my money back. What the fuck?
Everybody, you need to go and hit up Mount Gox right now
The fuck?
because they are giving everybody. They got a hold of all their Bitcoin and they're giving it all
Bullshit.
back. Not bullshit. So if you have an account with Mount Gox, you need to hit them up.
I don't remember any of. I was like 18. That was 10 years ago.
Damn, dude.
I don't even have that hard drive, yo. I bought in when shit was like 250, 246.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I've said.
Panic crashed when panic crashed to like fucking 150, and I was like, shit, I gotta pull out.
Dude,
And
I
now
have a
it's
buddy
like,
who has
ugh.
3,600 Bitcoins.
Does he need his dick sucked?
Bro, I wish, man. I go gay for that.
God, that's pizza money back in the day.
Yeah. Dude, he's been in the game forever, dude. He
Yo.
plays Bitcoin Casino, and he has the golden finger, bro.
He gambles. That's how he got
Oh,
his
this chick-
fucking Bitcoin.
Oh no, dude, he's in the mob or something.
Sometimes I wonder about him, bro.
Dude, after a certain level, it's money laundering. I swear to God.
It is, and at a certain point, it is just money laundering. Like there's crypto, there's people who got lucky with crypto, and then there's people who just like they can't seem to like ever fail. And
If you have capital right now, you could go to what is it, local bitcoins? Just set up an account if you have like $5,000 and you're willing to like do your own fucking middleman bullshit. Like you can just buy crypto off of people for like a markdown price.
No, I just wish I could just pay someone to do it for me. 'Cause I'm really not that interested. In, like, ah, fuck.
The amount of money
I've got money set aside. I have some of it. Like, where do you go? I don't know.
Like go to local Bitcoin, set up an account that like you want to like essentially buy from people, and people who are trying to cash out for whatever reason will
What
come
you're
to
doing sounds sketch, dude. I'm not.
fuck
gonna
off.
lie,
It's been up
Fuck
for
off,
years.
dude.
It's been up
I
for
would rather
years.
just buy it off of Coinbase and then just transfer my Bitcoin to my own wallet. And
You
just
can
BCA.
do that too, but it's like Coinbase has
Just
like
if you're not gonna
Coinbase
do
has
research.
fees. Coinbase has what not fees what's delays on when you can.
So what you're saying is, if you do not give a fuck about where the money's coming from,
If you want to launder money with your own capital for a legal, like with legally, go to local bitcoins, set up an account, and people will hit you up from like all across the world and be like, "Hey, I need $750. Here's like 850 in fucking Ethereum." You set your own prices, but it's like if you want to make $100, you just leave
Dude,
your
that
shit
sounds
open.
so sketch, bro.
You just leave your shit open, and people will hit you up. I've done it before.
I know you have. That doesn't sound smart. See, you're trying to justify it, but that sounds so fucked up.
It sounds fucked up if you consider all the taxes you don't pay on it.
Yeah, but I at a certain point, I learned this when I was very, very young. I'll pay the taxes. You know, I'll just pay the taxes. I'll just pay them.
Like, at
It's
the time,
fine.
It's, like,
It's not that big of a deal. Listen, I don't want to go to jail because I owe some fucking asshole in an office
you
money.
don't go to jail, Artie. They send you a.
Oh, but
Do another check.
dude, I'm not trusting some black guy about fucking financial advice. The last black guy I trusted, like, is the same shit. Stop.
Black butters.
My guy's like, hey, why don't you launder money? hey, listen, hey, you know what you should do to be financially stable? Launder money for sketchy people.
Passive income, and you want passive income to launder money.
I fucking love you, Aztec, so much. You have no idea.
It's- I'm just trying to impart advice. God damn it! It's not. I'm gonna do drugs. You guys make me feel bad.
I'm not making you feel bad. I respect you. You know, it takes a lot of balls to be as honest as you are.
I just like easy. I told you I want to get as much money as I can without doing as much work.
No, and I respect you. There's certain things I'm not willing to do, and sales is one of them.
Hey, I've been scamming since I was 13, so I don't really give a shit.
Have you tried to scam me before, you piece of shit?
No? No, I don't think so.
That's a scam. See, you hear that? You hear that? You hear?
I can honestly say there's nothing that I've ever wanted from you bad enough to scam you anyway.
That is a lie, and you know it. I can hear it in your voice.
Honest truth, yo. There's nothing except those gummies that you wouldn't send me. But
I'll send it. I tell you to like hit me up about it. You do the work. No, you don't.
I think you were busy.
How about this? I'm going to go pick shit up for Ben in the near future. So if you hit me up, I don't know, by Friday-ish, before Friday-ish.
I got you. I get paid on Friday.
$20 for a pack of like, I don't know, 10 to 20 gummies depending.
Nah, I need like that like a big. I'll send you $100 already. I need.
Then you get about 5 packs of them.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
Yeah. I'm just saying they're $20 a pack. I don't know how many you wanted.
Enough. A lot. Very much a lot.
And depending on what day I go, I might get a BOGO on them, so it'll be buy one get one, half off.
Well, I will be here. I will be queer. I will be.
Oh yeah. See that mouth? Hey. Ah, God. No, I've thought about it. I feel like how hard it would be to start, like, hustling. And it wouldn't be that hard. Like, if I really wanted to. Like, I could do it for a while. Like if I was actually smart about it, I'd use it to go to school and, like... I'd stay with my same job and I'd just pay for things cash so it kind of looked above board until I got through school.
So just create a shit coin or an NFT and just fucking
Nah, that'll trace back to.
people for liquidity access.
But see, I'm on my way to doing that. See, if we can get one of these things to go viral, we can do that, James. We can create a shit ton of them.
I have friends that are all connected in this.
This is the value that I see in the stream. At any point, like, all it takes is a little bit of publicity, and you can just hawk whatever at your audience. It doesn't matter what it is.
But I feel like you should hawk something sustainable, not like a quick cash grab, you know?
If I were to make a coin, it would be one of those coins where they donate charity coins. So at least I feel like I'm giving something to.
Yeah, but like, there's no point. It just feels that way because you're not actually donating. You're shortchanging the coin.
I know.
Yeah, nah, fuck that. You need a coin with like an actual like
Utility.
yeah,
But I'm
some
not a computer
purpose.
scientist that can like create an algorithm.
Disney could probably create its own coin that could have a monetary value, honestly.
They are.
Disney
You're
could.
gonna see major corporations require payment in only their coin.
And you can use US money to do it, and depending on what fucking government you're from, they'll charge you that rate.
What they're going to do is use Strike, and what Strike will do is Strike will team up with Strike works with Visa, MasterCard, American Express, and what it will do is that like Walmart will only take Walmart coin. So when you pay for dollars and you swipe your card that's connected to your USD bank account, it's going to convert the USD directly into their coin, and it will enter into their liquidity pool. And that's what Strike is already doing with Bitcoin and Ethereum. Is that you can pay for something in Bitcoin or Ethereum, and it instantly converts to USD. And that's what we're going to see.
It sounds like a scam to me, dude. It all sounds like a fucking scam, and I'm all for it. Let's go.
If it's a scam, if it's centralized, meaning that they will control all the wallets of the coin, so that they can, if they don't like what you're saying on Twitter or just in general.
Oh my God, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, they can just pull your money if you're not.
But isn't that in a way like the ultimate form of the free market?
No,
Yep.
decentralization is.
No. It is. They control their own currency that you have to buy, so that like.
It is a myth, my guy.
The market is everyone has the right to private ownership.
Exactly. What's more private than owning the currency that you can use to buy your product?
You don't own. You do no. You do not own. You do not have private ownership in a centralized currency. They own your currency.
In what sense? Let's say that I like sit down and I sell fish. Let's say I sit down and I sell fish, and I say I will only take berries in payment, and like all you have is bread. You're gonna have to go trade bread for fucking berries so they can come to me and buy my shit.
A better example of that is Robinhood right now. People who have accounts on Robinhood don't own any of their crypto unless they transfer it out of Robinhood.
Yeah.
That is not a free market.
It doesn't matter.
It's not. No. That itself isn't free market. You're right, but the fact that they can do that is part of the free market. They can own their own currency.
That is
That's not a part of. That is part of regulation.
that is
That how are you regulated? Regulation is what stops that.
that's literally Walmart coin with less
Not have
steps.
regulation. Free markets can have monopolies. We technically aren't supposed to have monopolies because we have regulation, which means we are no longer a free
Not in
market.
crypto.
Not in crypto.
Exactly, and that's why crypto is a free market because it's decentralized.
That's why Walmart can start to. They can't demand that you don't pay USD, but you have to use your USD to buy Walmart coin, which in turn.
They could just make it the option and make it a discount if you do use Walmart coin to buy your shit.
Yeah.
So if they bought out Robinhood and turned it all into Walmart coin, they could do that. That's fine.
As
That's
long
legal.
as you own the Walmart coin and they can't pull your Walmart coin out of your wallet, and
They can
you
paint
have
the
But no, but
ownership of that coin.
But it's their store. It's the ultimate form of free expression. If I don't want you to buy my product, you don't have access to my store, and you don't have access to the coin that you bought.
From centralization. That is from centralization. You can't do that with Bitcoin. You can't
Yes.
do that with.
You can if you add the extra step.
No, you can't. You can't. Bitcoin is true.
Okay, if tomorrow Walmart were to be like, you need to buy Walmart coin and only fucking blonde haired people. No, not even that. How about only fucking people who live in California can buy it?
Okay. What does that
That's
have to
not.
do with
No. That's not even the thing, Artie. If tomorrow they came
What
out
does that have to
with,
do with any of it?
if tomorrow they came out with Walmart coin and it was $1 when it came out, and by the end of the day it was
What do
like
you mean?
$300, that's the whole point. Like,
What do you mean?
That has nothing to do.
No, but Walmart in itself is like a massive corporation that people use every day and that people can't honestly live without because of their prices. So if you become that big as a fucking corporation and you do implement a Walmart coin because the free market allows you to, it allows you to fucking say you can use Bitcoin to buy this at a discounted price. Doesn't the free market technically create its own fucking for? What do you do in that situation? Is what I'm saying. And that if Walmart were to choose to do like that.
We can only take this coin. You go to another place,
But what other Walmart is there?
They're not.
Competition is a necessity and is encouraged in a
But
free
what if
market.
they just,
So there would
like-
be competition. You would see like another ideology.
But why don't you see that now? There's plenty of billionaires.
No. You do see that now with gas stations. You see that now with gas stations.
Right now. We're literally
No.
seeing it right
Fuck
now.
Twitter.
Fuck.
Every gas station you go to has their own little gas rewards program where you can save money at the pump by signing up for their bullshit.
Their credit card. You buy everything on their credit. Yeah.
Exactly. You buy their credit card, you use their credit, and you save money.
Would take all the
Walmart already has credit cards, though. That's what I'm saying. Like they will do that. There's nothing stopping them.
But what's doing that isn't the government. It's like it's institutions, right? It's like giant corporations. That the free market is doing that to itself.
I think if those corporations can control your money,
They can though, in a way.
or the government, no, because there's still competition, so you can still have competition. Like, oh, I don't agree with this. We're gonna create.
Who's competing with Disney?
I mean, you can
Daily
also
Wire is
compete with
starting to right
currency.
now.
Liam.
Oh, really? You're gonna get everyone to not like Marvel tomorrow by making your own Marvel? There's a reason Disney's a big giant, and with the acquisition.
You know that it's
$4 billion
gone
for
down
Marvel.
50%.
That doesn't matter.
Well, no, but what that means is that there's now a bunch of liquidity in the market to be
Okay. Wait. Could I harp on that for 1 second? Because if their stock went down, hypothetically, Walmart comes out with a Walmart coin that's worth X amount of money, and then the CEO of Walmart or whatever the fuck's
That's
like,
not that's
Oh,
he's
that's-
talking about
that's-
competition and
whoa.
cultures. He's talking about
I'm talking about social shit. I'm just talking about society. Say Walmart's associated with like, I don't know, the killing of like, I don't know, 600 minorities. Just something really atrocious, and their stock plummets, and Walmart coin is worth half or a fourth of as much as it was worth yesterday. Like, people are just gonna sell all their Walmart coin.
Why does Walmart coin have to be? Why can't Walmart coin be a stable coin?
Because it would.
No, because it would be. Because the majority of people, the only reason they would buy Walmart coin is because they're gonna get some external some reward. Like the average Jerry's not on there buying fucking like Bitcoin. They're only buy a Bitcoin if you made it easy for them, and if they got something out of buying that Bitcoin. Walmart coin, which gets you a discount.
Well, you can
Exactly.
you can stake stable coin, so it could be a Walmart stable coin that you can stake, so it accumulates with return
Okay.
investment over time.
If Walmart made a coin, it would literally be like Tesla, like the stock Tesla.
It would be another like Bitcoin. It would be like an Ethereum level thing.
It would be pure hype.
Because Aztec, you are in the crypto, so you know about the
Yeah.
CBDCs. Those are going to be stable coins.
In time, but like not after. Okay.
They are literally being created to compete against stable coins.
But so is every other fucking Jim and Jerry fucking NFT and any other fucking crypto thing that's coming out on. Everything's coming in to compete with that.
Different.
So how
That's what they say about every single one. What do you mean it's different?
Those that I know.
how okay, I do, but how could they create Walmart coin as a stable coin in this environment? It's not fucking possible.
Because they have a commercial good. They would stabilize because they generally the coin isn't just based off like internet money. It's based off actual commercial business and real estate.
It would have to be a liquidity coin first. It would have to start
They
off as a
But
literally have to burn billions of that shit before it was ever stable. Fuck that.
No, they would have to get liquidity from a liquidity coin where it goes up in value, and then they could lock the
But
liquidity.
Walmart is different because everybody uses Walmart already. They sell product. They have an actual brick and mortar business. They own property across the USA, which already by itself generates them value. The Bitcoin is minted with a value already because Walmart is already worth something because it already has assets that it controls. You can make it. You can even if you move. Even if you move speculation aside, yeah, it would destroy. Yeah, it would destroy the economy. It would destroy Bitcoin.
Well, it wouldn't destroy the economy. It would cause. It wouldn't destroy Bitcoin. It would
No.
cause the coin to go up. It would. It would be.
It would make the coin. What's the word?
Are people gonna stop using Walmart at that point, though?
No, people wouldn't stop using Walmart. People would just do their best to convert their money into Walmart coin before they spent money at Walmart.
Yeah.
That in itself would make the cost of the coin go up. Like it would. That's what I'm saying. Like if they announced it, it would be at least a year or two before it was stable. And in that time, it's like the money that they could potentially lose from like negative PR and negative other things and just fluctuation. They might be better off just going with Bitcoin or Doge or something. Honestly,
Well, Doge
even though
is inflationary,
yes,
which is
but
what
so would
all
Walmart
currency
coin
is,
be.
and you kind of need an inflationary. You kind of need to kind of add like a little bit of value to the currency to relieve
Then do a
stress.
branch or some shit. But
Yeah.
like making their own wouldn't. I don't think it'd be. I don't know. I feel like it would hemorrhage money for the company before it made a dime.
Bitcoin is like internet gold. Dogecoin is like fiat.
All they'd need to do was just allow payment in those options. They wouldn't even need to make their own coin. Just allow payment. Somehow make it cheaper because they're retaining all the all the crypto they get, so they could offer to do it as at a discount without making their own coin. They can create an app and call it Walmart Coin, where you just convert your shit into whatever crypto's cheapest or more profitable for you. But
You can do what Amazon's doing, just making those things that don't have tellers, and you just buy everything off the fucking phone. You just walk in, put everything in your cart, and walk out.
Amazon's going into crypto too. They just hired crypto developers, so they're either going to be creating a coin or.
Bro, this is the start to being slave to fucking actual. Like actually, I'm not even talking about. I don't know, dude.
Blockchain technology is either going to enslave humanity or free humanity.
It's gonna enslave it, Jim.
If we go down the centralized route of CBDC, central bank digital currencies, where it's centralized and they can pull money out of your wallet, or it's going to free humanity and it's going to be Bitcoin, which is decentralized, which the banks can't control, they can't stop. There's no more middleman that they can profit and tax off of. So you can just send money instantly from here to someone in Nigeria.
Yeah, but you need server space, and the only people that are gonna create server space are even the actual.
If Starlink is giving free Wi-Fi to everybody.
No, it's not. Starlink is expensive as fuck. It's not free. What are you talking about? No, it's not gonna be free either.
Whoa! All that shit.
Tesla, it's a private company. The first people it answers to are the person that it invested. It's not gonna be free, Jim.
Free Wi-Fi to the fucking poor in the Atlantic and the fucking people like.
Elon Musk said that he's going to try and make it free, and when he was asked about how China gonna react to that, he said they can shake their fists.
Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, how about this? I will make a bet with you right now that Elon Musk will never make Starlink free.
No. I won't say he'll never make it free. I'll say for the people who can afford to pay for it, it will not be free.
Yeah, for African countries, they'll get like a shitty little satellite that he's gonna launch up
They
at.
will have quote unquote internet in Africa.
Quote unquote.
Exactly. Yeah, it'll be better than nothing. If you're stranded out in the middle of the Atlantic or some shit, and you're on a fucking raft or something, you'll have a Wi-Fi connection eventually over time, depending on the time of day.
Bro, I've already been offered, like, I can buy a Starlink right now if I wanted to. Like, I
Okay, so like,
It's just it's expensive. It's expensive as fuck. I looked into it because up here the internet's really fucked up. Like it's really like
Alright,
shitty.
so
But it's expensive as fuck.
they're making a base in the Isle of Man. My friend Matty, who's in the UK, he lives on the Isle of Man, and they have no internet. It's garbage. It's dog shit. But people like him in the middle of nowhere on a fucking island have no choice because that'll be the next best thing. Those people are gonna have to fucking pay for it.
Yeah, and that's what's gonna suck. It's not like affordable by like regular internet. It's a couple $100 a month. It's like it's for the regular person who doesn't have like a fucking fancy job or doesn't live in the cities. It's not a reasonable option.
Your point about like servers and like technology, like we already are in a technological monetary system of zeros and ones. Everything, most things is paid with card, not cash. Anyways.
Card, but who processes those transactions? Banks with their own server space.
It's Strike that does all the transactions through credit cards.
Yeah, so it's a centralized person that makes a profit making transactions.
Yeah, and Bitcoin is decentralized. There is no one person that can just shut it down.
Yeah, but the appeal to Bitcoin is that you can eventually start using your like regular money to buy it. That's the appeal to it, right?
Not even that.
That's not the appeal, though. That is not the appeal.
No, but what? But I'm talking about the majority of Americans who again aren't gonna buy Bitcoin if they don't have to. The only way they're gonna buy it
30% of Americans already own crypto.
because it's a fad.
It's already almost.
It's fucking 70% of Americans are fucking retarded. Oh, sorry, excuse me.
50% of Americans are white. More than that. So it's like, who really owns? Yeah, look at that. Who really?
Bro, like, are they buying Bitcoin because they know what they're doing with it, or did they buy Bitcoin because their friend told them to?
It's a definitely combination.
It is. But what I'm saying is the people who actually give a fuck. There's not enough of them to make it like decentralized, decentralized.
Okay. So what?
To this point, is the people that gave a fuck.
And now it's blowing up because people who give a fuck more now actually have the money technology to make a profit out of it and centralize it.
They have social media. They're not centralizing it though. You can't centralize Bitcoin.
No, but you can use it. You can use it to pay for centralized aspects of our everyday life, like Walmart coin or fucking Disney coin.
Like
It's a culture made a centralized. You know, we have a centralized culture.
But I used to be like high up on the Bitcoin bandwagon too. But it's like at the end of the day, no one really has to purchase it, and nobody who buys Bitcoin really wants to spend it at all. Everyone buys it as an investment.
You need an incentive. You need a Disney to come through and be like, you can only watch like this super awesome movie that you already wanted to watch using
Everyone's paying for it.
yeah, using Disney coin, and you can only buy Disney coin using Bitcoin.
There's
Already
literally
did
no
this for
incentive.
Bitcoin. That's why it's exploding. The whole
There's
reason why it
no-
went from like 11, like
That's why you could walk into a Nike store and play with fucking pay shoes with a fucking Bitcoin.
I feel like only a few people pumped that shit up to like 50,000. That's
Yeah, Elon Musk. It's Elon Musk. He's playing with money. It's the biggest crypto poll in the entire universe, and it's become very blatant.
But at the end of the day, if you bought crypto, if you bought Bitcoin, 9 times out of 10, you're buying it to sell it eventually for more money. You're not buying it to use. You're not buying it to fucking to one day have a billion Walmart coins so you can buy everything from Walmart for free.
inflation.
No, you're buying it to sell it for more money. Fuck inflation. Fuck everything else. I want to be
Those are
wealthy.
the selling points of it is inflation, decentralization, getting rid of the middleman.
Nobody gives a shit about decentralization. Only you care.
No one
It
cares.
really is
But
a huge word.
Okay, you
everyone
say-
but the left right
you
now.
say that. No.
No.
You say that.
Everyone is talking about
Bud,
it.
look at
No.
Russia. Look at Russia. Look at Russia right now. Like right now. Hypothetically, we started World War III and like nobody wanted to do business with Russia, and they're like, all right, we're only going to trade in crypto. The price of crypto would plummet because of the world consciousness. People would actively not do business in crypto.
Russia already said that they're taking oil and Bitcoin.
Okay, yeah.
And
Yeah,
It just said it would crash. It is going to go to 37K. That's
it's gonna go up and then it's gonna go down once our psyops start going in and fucking ruining the price of Bitcoin.
going to $1 million. It's
It's gonna, and you better fucking cash out when it does.
It definitely will go to $1 million. I'm not saying it won't.
It's only gonna keep going up. It's
I'm-
mathematically.
yes.
It's only gonna keep going up.
But I was in with the shits when it was $250, dude. I remember.
You know the truth to my words. That's only.
Yes, I hear you. But the cycle that we're in right now is a cycle that rich people make more money than the poor. So
Oh yeah, of course.
there's no incentive.
All this crypto shit, yeah, it helps the small guy, but at the end of the day, the big guy has more funds to play with, and they're the ones who are gonna bring the centralization. It's not about liberals or all this shit. It's not about that. It's rich people. It's Elon Musk who's gonna centralize Bitcoin.
Exactly.
Centralized Bitcoin.
But he is. It's already happening. You can see it because you can. The fact that you can buy Bitcoin at fucking Disneyland or fucking Walmart, you can walk into Walmart today and they have a Bitcoin machine. That's already going in that direction. It's decentralized. I know what it means. What I'm saying is it's getting to the point.
And spending it.
Okay, but
People from buying and spending.
but it's still gonna hinge on the U.S. dollar, though.
It's not about Twitter. It's about people's spending power.
It would still hinge.
The monetary system.
It's still gonna rely on the U.S. dollar.
Yes.
It's still gonna rely on the U.S. dollar, like every.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Not right now. Not right now.
That was.
Did you guys not see how the ruble collapsed and then brought?
Yeah, that's because Russia.
That's not because the ruble is strong. That is because the dollar is weak.
But collapse in what sense?
We printed out 80% of the world's supply in 1 year. The dollar is
Time out.
diluted and weak right now.
Time out. Collapse in what sense?
1 year.
Collapse in what sense for the ruble? Because I'm pretty sure it only collapsed by like 30%, which is like a bad day.
But why? And why did it? Why specifically did it collapse? Because it wasn't like.
That's it.
Specifically collapsed because we said that we weren't going to be taking their oil anymore, and yeah, that's why it collapsed as a result of us saying that we weren't going to take their oil.
Yeah, but we need oil. We're still buying oil. It doesn't matter. We still need it. At some point, all this is gonna pass, and we'll start buying oil again. That's.
It doesn't. That's.
You're right.
Okay.
But people with the actual spending power only give a fuck as long as it's headline news, and as soon as everybody forgets, it's business as usual. You do not have the spending power. They do.
Okay.
It isn't. It hasn't evaluated the fact that there's a bourgeoisie that controls all of our spending power, and you have absolutely no access to that society.
It's BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard. They own 30% of Wall Street, and they're the ones trying to stop Elon Musk from buying Twitter right now.
My God.
Oh, that ship has sailed. What he did is this: whatever Twitch does, it's over. Like Twitter, it's fucked up. He dealt them a blow. Whatever they do, they're gonna take a massive hit for the foreseeable future.
They're gonna get bought out no matter what, because the stock is.
But that's not good for us. Elon Musk just did that to centralize Twitter, to add terms and conditions to it. No. There's more speech that Elon Musk wants to hear. That's no. What he doesn't like is when people disagree with him. That's really it.
You don't want to. He's not gonna. Why would you want to censor woke people? They sound like crazy people.
What do you mean?
Woke people? But this isn't about woke people. This isn't about Republicans, and this isn't about liberals. This is literally him playing all of you like dummies to make another extra few bucks. He's trying not to tank the price of all the money he made on his fucking cryptocurrency by laundering it in the most ingenious way possible to a fucking corporation that everyone already hates on both sides. If you ask a leftist, they think they're being silenced, and right people think they're being silenced, and all it takes is one person to come in and look like fucking Iron Man. That's all it does. That's all he's doing.
I don't see that at all, because
I know you don't, because it doesn't fit your narrative. And
really small. Dude, I listen to your narrative, bro. I used to.
no, I know, and I listen to yours.
No, dude, I always bring up points that you haven't heard about, and you always just say Fox News talking points.
Yeah, you're wrong. I didn't. Did I say Fox News talking points? I didn't say, but I didn't say Fox News talking points. I didn't even bring politics into this. I don't think that has anything to do with politics. I didn't bring up politics. But before it wasn't about politics. Before it's because you came in and like started saying other shit that was political. That's what you're forgetting the context of it. In this case, I didn't bring in politics. I don't even think it's about politics. I don't think it's about being left or right. I didn't say you were wrong.
I was saying things too, goddammit, but I don't.
But your skin is browner.
Right? Apparently, Jesus.
I'm sorry.
I was definitely saying things, but fuck.
At the end of the no, I love you, Aztec. It just, do you want to be hated too? We both hate you too, Aztec.
That's okay. I'm used to it. That
But-
doesn't stop me.
I mean, I don't know. It's a yeah.
All I was saying was that you said the ruble collapsed. The ruble did not collapse. That's
Well, no, 30% is considered a stock market collapse.
yeah, but we come from we come
Stock, that's considered.
okay for stock, but we come from the world of crypto. So that's what, a day?
Yeah, I know. But I'm going, going in like normal people terms.
Yeah, but if you can't fucking mix normal people terms and crypto terms, like that's.
He's a normal people though. He's not a crypto.
He's not. At the end of the day, if you explain it, he's not, because like it makes it sound like it's much worse than it is. The ruble is fine. Russia is okay. There's no
world
fucking.
stock markets before crypto was around. That would easily be considered a collapse.
Oh yeah, but after the last 10 years, that's I stopped. I was unconcerned after day 2 when it started climbing back up. It's like, fuck, how do I move my money into ruble?
You know, we're conditioned to volatility because we're in crypto. So like,
Exactly.
Our opinion is skewed and biased. So it doesn't really count in the normal world of investments.
I would love to see all the fucking Russian billionaires who made like an easy 20% off of that collapse of the ruble. All right. So it's like.
But you're saying all this to Aztec right now, and none of it like stops. How are we disagreeing in any way, shape, or form? Is what I'm saying.
We're not. That's what I'm saying. I have no disagreement. It's just I have different.
I'm talking to James. I don't think we're honestly. There's no disagreement.
No, our disagreement was specifically on Twitter. And
Yeah, you guys are talking about Twitter and shit.
Yeah, Twitter's a money laundering scheme for Elon Musk. That's all it is.
They wouldn't let it happen though. It's not even. Even if they did, he doesn't have enough liquid cash to make it happen. He's rich, but he's not like liquid cash rich.
He would have to sell something.
Like a bunch of you mean like a bunch of Twitter stock?
Even if he did, yo.
He would have to sell other assets to buy Twitter stock. He wouldn't sell his Twitter stock.
Yeah, the assets that he'd sell to buy Twitter stock.
No, but he already bought it. He already bought Twitter stock, right?
He bought a stock and then he. Yeah.
No, he bought enough to become a board member, right? He definitely did that.
He's not a board member though.
No.
So that never went through. They blocked that.
No, he denied it. He walked away from that. Yeah. But he made a cash offer separately to buy like Twitter itself.
Yeah. And he's not gonna.
Oh, okay. What's he selling? He's selling something. He's gonna be selling something.
He couldn't. That's what I'm saying. Like
He would have to sell something else.
No. Right now he's selling something. What is he promoting?
He's not selling anything. He can't feasibly. If they had the balls to accept his offer, he would be left on the table broke because he couldn't pay it.
Don't
like
get me wrong, Elon is definitely doing pump and dumps on people, dude.
Oh, for sure, but like
he's for sure doing pump and dumps on people.
The amount that he would have to liquidize would eat away all of the profits.
Elon Cum Rocket, like or Cum Rocket, like that coin that he pumped, like come on, that was blatant.
The SEC, whatever the fuck, they don't give a shit about crypto yet, but when they do, he's going down, my guy.
The reason is behind that is because of like staking,
rich white
tokenomics and all that. It's really hard to.
It's because he's a shifty fucking white person, and like he had all those fucking nerds fooled. And like
white people.
Invest like staking liquidity pools, staking coins, and tokenomics. Like it's where you're reoccurring extra coins.
He found a way to trick dummies into giving him money. That's what he did.
But if I was rich and white like you,
I would do it. I would do it too.
Don't get me wrong. It sounds great, but it's like...
Dude, I'd be a right-winger. I tell all the right-wingers, dude, those black people are all fucking dirty and bad, and I would sell t-shirts, and I would fucking buy out stadiums to, like, promote art, and I would make so much fucking money. So much.
Small loan of $1 million.
So much. Millions and millions of... dude, I'll get into God real big. I'll start wearing a giant cross.
No,
Bro.
I could be a pastor, but
Yeah, them too. That's the difference. I don't look at the world like that. I'm radical. I don't believe Democrats or Republicans are good. I think they're both a corporate overlord, and I think it's just who you pick for.
Establishment is that the rhinos and the dinos, but I believe that there's populists infiltrating both sides.
I am a true, at heart, I am a true fucking, like, Marxist. In every sense of the word.
I was woefully ignorant until I was like fucking 18 or 19.
The only way that people will change the world is by uniting and fucking murdering everyone who disagrees with them. I am 100% an authoritarian. Fascism works. When democracy is involved, people take advantage of it and enslave people anyway. They just do it under the guise of democracy. I think even you would do it, James. I don't think you're pure in that. I think you would do it too.
I would let 10 guilty people go free to save one innocent life.
But we're not talking about that. That's not what we're talking about.
That's stupid.
Would you scam 1 million people to make yourself look better? Even if you knew you could get away with it? If you knew nobody could get away with it, would you do something bad so that you can profit?
That's the same thing.
Human, hey, listen, you're arguing here with billions of years, not billions. How many years have humans been alive? Thousands of years of human evolution.
Your perception of your life and how
That's no. It's not me. That's just people. Every time someone gets into a position of power, whether it's someone holy, whether it's someone who claims they are righteous, they always use it to benefit for them or their own good.
these people in positions of power are related
What makes you different, James?
of other people in positions of power.
But what makes you different? What makes you different from them? What makes you different from me or someone living in fucking fucking Somalia?
I don't have a bloodline that is,
What does bloodline have to do with it?
rich elites or anything because that's all the people that rule everything.
But isn't that what you would want?
Yeah, CEOs.
But isn't that what you would want for your family? For them to not have to struggle? For them to not have to overthrow a ruler? For that...
My point is that it's the only people that have been in charge are
James.
bloodlines of really rich.
James,
and we have,
aren't you white?
Yeah.
Okay, so what the fuck are you talking about?
What do you mean?
What do you mean your bloodline doesn't come from power? What do you?
Dude, every race has been a slave at some point.
That doesn't matter. I don't give a shit
So
about that.
every race has had their turn
Okay.
of power.
Okay,
You know
and
who's been in the power the longest? Egyptians.
no.
Yeah,
Egyptians ruled Egypt.
No,
I
Egyptians
guess
were
for the
in power the longest. Out of any
no,
civilization.
no, they're the ones who... No, white people, and I'm not even saying specifically you, it's just white people back then were just really good at it for some reason, subjugating people and putting their boot on their neck.
naming like a country and or
White though?
It's not white, it's Nordic?
rule of the world.
What is it?
my guy.
I don't know.
The longest group of controlling, the longest empire is Egyptian. It's the longest empire.
But that's not what we're...
That had the most impact on the fucking on our culture today is white people, my guy.
Everything built today, we are the new Egyptian empire, my guy.
What have the Egyptians done
We
that
are the
we,
Roman Empire. We are the
what have the
Roman
Egyptians
Empire.
done that you can look at right now and revere and say that they're
Okay,
fucking
okay, hold on.
years in
Pause.
power.
We can have this conversation because I don't have your life view, and I love American. I love the experiment.
See, hold on, right there. Your life view. You see the otherization right there. I love America. Like, it's just it's a lack of like you're looking at things like two dimensionally.
You're gonna think, like I sympathize with like colonialism.
It's not about sympathizing. It's a fundamental misunderstanding.
I think America is the greatest human experiment of self-governance.
And can I not say the same thing? Do you think I would disagree with that?
Yeah, I'm not.
You can fully disagree.
I don't. None of us.
No. You assume that we disagree because we have contentions.
Yes.
Like, hold on. Did you really?
Yeah, no. You are inherently authoritarian because we are not allowed to have contentions.
No.
Yeah, that is authoritarian by nature.
I said I don't agree with your contentions. I didn't say you can't have contentions. Everyone is entitled
Yeah, but why do I love America less? Why do I love America less? Because I'm a crazy fucking beaner with fucking I'm just angry at the white people? Is that it?
Because I've had these conversations and I listen to you and I understand.
No, you don't listen to me, James. You absolutely don't.
I listen to you all the time.
So why do you think that I don't love America?
Don't say
Why do you think that?
I don't think he. I don't think he thinks you don't love America. I think it's just the way he said it, and I don't really want to attack him for the way he said it because I don't think he really means it like that. Like I took it the same way, Artie, but
I'm basing it off of previous arguments that I've had with
What do I think? Do you think I?
where he comes from, not
No.
off of where you are.
Absolutely not. No, and I.
No, it's because I immigrated here. I'm not gonna have the same understanding as him. That's really what it comes down to.
No,
My-
that's not it.
that's-
Because you come at such hostility when you talk about
It's no, it's not hostility. I'm just an angry person. There's a difference.
How can I
Whoa.
relate to someone that like seems to hate my people?
I could.
My people. You see this shit? My people.
James.
Your people.
Haha.
I should.
See, this is where we get to the crux. This is the ultimate disagreement right here.
Hold on. On the other end of that, James, couldn't he make the same argument for you that your people
Yes.
fucking hate him?
Yes.
Yeah,
No, and
that's the point.
Yes.
the white people have.
That didn't say white. Americans aren't white. The USA isn't white. You just assume it is. That's the difference.
Historically, your people have this problem.
When it's
Sorry.
This country isn't white. You just assume it is. It's not your people. These are also my people. You are also my countrymen. I live in this country and I pay taxes here. And I'm here legally. It's not my opinion, it's our opinion. I do love America because I have contentions and because I call out fucking certain shit that honestly I don't I don't come from a place. No. Relax. Critical race theory is a minimum to where I come from.
Wait. Can I interrupt?
I am a Hegelian dialectic at heart.
Please tell me what critical race theory is. I have a bull in hand and everything.
Of oppression and race.
Explain it in more words. Go on.
The intersectional dynamics of oppression.
Okay, explain it in more words. Explain.
Don't read a definition. Explain what it is.
Explain it in fucking words, my guy.
No,
Please.
I'm not just like reading. I'm reading.
Okay, so
I'm not
explain
looking
it to me.
at definitions,
Explain it to me. I don't use those words, James. I have black skin. Explain it to me, please.
Okay, so that there's levels of oppression based off of your race and your
Uh-huh.
experiences.
Okay.
Because I know what critical race theory is. So
Okay.
But do you okay.
I need you to explain it to me in words that I understand, James, because you
So-
seem like you know what you're talking about, and I need to know.
So
I-
it's the intersectional dynamics of.
Don't understand that.
You said the same thing 3 times. We're asking you to explain it in dumb words. We're stupid. We're dumb.
I'm gonna go. So at the intersection of oppression and race, this comes from equity.
Okay.
Okay, right there.
I am 10 years old and I am black. I have black skin. I've had black skin all my life. How? Explain this to me. What is
Okay.
critical? What am I being taught wrong at school?
So like Ibram X. Kennedy, who teaches about critical race theory, says that there's oppressors and oppressed, and that if you're white, you are inherently an oppressor. You know, I'm gonna go based off of people who teach critical race theory and what they say.
Okay.
And so from like Ibram X. Kennedy, and then white fragility, which is what's
White fragility? Is that what
White
you just said?
fragility.
Okay,
Yeah,
carry on.
White fragility.
Okay.
You know who I'm talking about?
No.
No, I don't. Continue. Explain it to it. I have no idea either. Continue.
really understand white fragility.
Yeah.
Please carry on.
I'll look up. She
That is shaping this
she's been
argument.
all over MSNBC on Rachel Maddow.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about credentials or IDs. Like unless you have like an actual like published study, I don't give a fuck. So I want you to explain to me in your own words. I don't want you to skirt the argument by bringing other for like running around. Tell me what you think critical race theory is.
Because this is what I care about. I care about who
I'm asking you what you think with all the knowledge that you have acquired. What is the conclusion that you have come to?
Let him talk. Because I really need to know.
Okay, so as what people who are teaching critical race theory or preaching critical race theory, like Robert DeAngelo, White Fragility, Ibram X. Kennedy, like the people who have like the biggest audiences, some of the people that have the biggest audiences, and of course, you know, the talking point is that this was taught in law schools of this is the intersectional dynamics and this is how it played a role in our society in oppressing people of color, which I don't think that there's anything wrong with teaching that,
Yeah.
in law school dynamic, nothing wrong with that. But once you take that teaching and you apply it to like kids in school, where you're taking this perception of there's oppressor and oppressed because this is what is being taught in certain schools. It's not being taught throughout every fucking school, like
Okay.
how
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you if this qualifies as critical race theory? Because I actually really want to know. Like when I was in school, I went to school in Long Island. It was elementary school.
What year?
Not 2009. It was middle school. My history teacher. It was teaching American history, and he like on the first day he was talking about the Declaration of Independence, but he made sure that he explained, white guy, mind you, that the Declaration of Independence was written for and by white men.
White land-owning men.
White land-owning men. And if you read the Declaration of Independence, it says as much as that. So why?
Historically correct.
So historically, America has been historically, again, racist. So what is the definition?
Because it excludes non-white, non-landowning Americans.
And women, it excludes women.
The difference is nowadays they're teaching because that was the thing there, and that continues today of oppressor and oppressed to today.
Yes, it does.
It doesn't.
Because it extends now. Because there are families today that have property that used to belong to fucking traditionally colored people that was taken away from them specifically because of the virtue of the color of their skin. And there's many, many examples of this, like wealth that could have gone to a different community didn't. All on the basis of skin color. This country has raised black communities to the ground to disallow them from generating wealth. It's historically racist. Black people aren't the only targets of white supremacy, but they are the biggest target. Poor whites are also a target.
Can I interject here for a second?
Sure. Sorry.
What he's talking about is like what I was saying the other day about Justice Anton Scalia putting it on Supreme Court record why he's not allowing funds to go to certain people because he thinks they're lesser. He literally called black people monkeys. And this is an official document.
That's systemic.
It's systemic racism. It's funny how you bring up it's funny how you bring up examples that you can actually look up, and all of a sudden you don't know what you're talking. You're just a crazy Negro, Aztec. Just a crazy fucking Negro, just going off spouting crazy shit.
Hold on. James. So now let's take that dynamic I just talked about and add it on top of the fact.
Let me just get my
Dude, I've been
No.
Let James talk.
Let James talk. Let him talk.
4 people versus 1. I should have equal combined with all of you guys. It's not just 4 of you guys.
But even if you were fighting me at a limited brain capacity, I would still destroy your argument because what your argument inherently has holes that you refuse to look at within your own frame structure. And you refuse to allow that maybe, as a Hegelian dialectic, I don't believe in the master-slave dynamic because it was founded by fucking Engels when they created before Marxism, before all that shit. The master-slave dynamic was a fucking thought experiment of how people thought governments would be run. It was like,
hold on.
Master-slave dynamic does not mean racial lines. Master-slave dynamics means that at any given point, an idea is the status quo of the land, and people don't change that idea until a violent revolution or a violent idea or something that systematically changes what that idea stands for comes in and disproves it.
Hold on a second, guys. Let James talk.
Is that white kids are being taught that they are oppressors just inherently because they are white, and that is what it leads to, and that is what I'm against.
That's what it leads to.
That's what it.
That is what is being taught in schools. There are little children
Hold on,
that
James.
are depicting white people as the devil,
James.
and if you are white, you are signing a devil with a contract for your privilege.
No. No. Listen. You see, you say no, you say that, and then you say liberals are godless. Well, which one is it? Do we believe in God, or do we not believe in God? Do we believe in fucking Semitism, or do we not believe in God? Which one is it?
One sec. No. What you just said before, what you just said about white people or children being taught that white people are the devil. Do you have evidence of that?
Yes, I can get the book right now with the page.
Please.
Hey,
Thank you.
that's an extreme.
Wait, shut up, Ben. Shut up. Let him prove it. Let him prove it.
In over 100 schools.
Please give me the. I'd love to see the link. Link me, my guy.
Yeah, what?
I will actually read. Oh, sorry, Ben. I'm so sorry, Ben.
Well, I mean, this conversation started like it was supposed to be like 4-on-1. It was just supposed to be a talk with us disagreeing. Up until James said something that just fundamentally, 3 people in this are so fundamentally turned off by what you just said, and it's not because we all fundamentally agree on stuff. It's literally because what you said has so many fallacies that like you can't.
What I disagree with is where it leads to, which is this point right here that I'm talking about. You guys
Right, okay.
I didn't bring.
No. I'm sorry.
I didn't bring race into it. I just brought history into it.
I'm sorry. Let me interject something. Let me interject. I went to public school in my life, but I grew up black. I was raised by black people. I have no love for white people. So sorry. I want to fuck white women, but that's all.
But that's only to rub it in your face, not really to like.
I have no. I don't think of you people as the devil. I don't care.
Yeah, good. Have your wealth. I don't give a fuck. Send it. Send it. Send it.
I need a link. I need to see the paragraph.
I need to see what book. Send me the book. Send me everything.
Yeah, I can find the book online. I can find the PDF online. Send me the child's book. Or is this mandatory reading? Is this available in libraries?
It was issued to 100 elementary schools.
Okay, so how do you reconcile? Okay, it's a question. I have a question before we proceed with this. How do you reconcile that with the fact? How do you reconcile that with the fact that there are certain Republican states, more than one, that teach a curriculum where they teach you that Nazis were actually not bad guys? They were just horribly misunderstood. No, I didn't say you agree with it. How do you reconcile the fact that there are curriculums that do that? Would it be that that school districts vary depending on who teaches them, and that maybe some school districts take incorrect ideas, and it's not every school district? Or do we say that it's all just crazy black people?
So my point is, critical race theory leads to this extreme, which is why I have a problem.
It doesn't though. It's a fundamental misunderstanding. No, because fundamentally at the heart of racial theory, whatever the fuck, critical race theory, at the heart of that, it stems from intersectionality, where it chooses to see life in the lens of oppression from every angle, or the life in the not necessarily just oppression, but in every aspect of society. So if a black trans woman can face ultimate, like, is one of the most oppressed people in society, what about white trans women? What about white people? What about white people, white poor people? It's about the factors, not exactly about racial traits. That's the misunderstanding of critical race theory. Critical race theory is just implying that there is a bias. There has been a bias in this country. Yeah. Oh, yes. They are oppressors. They come from a system of oppression. Yes, because they do. Because you guys were your grandparents voted for Jim Crow. I am sorry to tell you that.
Vader. No.
Hold on, Aztec.
Ben,
Yes.
You can't say that. It's not the same. They've been telling poor black kids and poor Mexicans and poor minorities that they're fucking nothing for generations. It doesn't fucking matter.
It doesn't matter. The damage has been done, and you can't just be like.
Let me talk for 1 second. Let me talk. I'm not even trying to like overspeak you, my guy.
Okay, go.
Let me talk for a second. I understand that it was not okay, but it still happened. And trying to teach children that it didn't fucking happen and that America wasn't like this for the last 50 to since its inception is bullshit.
My
So
problem
what's
is
the
not
problem?
It's not that
Textbook,
we're teaching it. It's how
yo,
we're teaching it.
textbooks,
It's how we're teaching it.
textbooks. I live in Florida.
Look at what I put in the
Bud,
Discord. I do not
link
agree
me,
with
link me.
that.
He literally has a kid that goes to school, so he sees her curriculum right now in Florida.
Yo, today, look it up.
So what's the?
Buddy.
So is the Nazism a slippery slope that's getting worse? That maybe is being fought against by counter programming and.
Buddy.
You are. You're the one who otherized me in this same conversation. You're taking care of your people. You're the one who's otherized me. I just don't believe in your idea. No, I just don't. No. It's just because you're ignorant and you don't like what I say, so now you have to authorize me because inherently you're an ignorant person.
Settle.
You're a fucking ignorant person. It's not a reaction. It's you don't like what I have to say because it inherently points out the fallacies in your argument. And you don't have something to combat them with other than anger and telling me I'm a hater because that's all you know what to do.
Artie, one sec. Vader, do you have another link to an article or a book or something?
Or a statistic. How about a statistic? Or how about something that's peer reviewed?
PDF.
I can send you a picture of fucking schools in Texas. The governor mandated that Nazis, literally the governor of Texas, the highest authority in the land of Texas, authorized that Nazis weren't supposed to be taught to be bad people. You're not the teacher. I'm not coming, no, because you came at me with critical race theory, I'm coming at you with something equal. I don't agree with critical race theory. You don't know that. No, I'm arguing against your lack of knowledge against it.
Still haven't given a legit definition of it. If I went around saying that, buddy, if I went around saying that America or our schools are teaching outright racism, they're just teaching. Let me finish.
Yeah, dude, you gotta listen to the white people, Aztec. Just listen. They sent you a link to an article one fucking white asshole wrote.
James, hold on. They're not arguing whether or not there's a definition of it. They're arguing what your understanding of the definition was.
You sent me a link to a fucking child's picture of some bullshit that they made on Illustrator. Is there an article? Is there a? I live in Florida.
Of course, there's gonna be articles and the books are real.
Okay, I need the actual book name, my guy. I do research. I live in the.
Regardless of time out. Regardless of all of that, why don't we stick to the fucking argument right here? We don't have to send each other poop because at the end of the day, what he's saying is happening on one side is happening on the other. Where there's this counter programming, teaching people to be more. I'm not saying you do, but just like you don't agree with that, I don't agree with saying that all white people are the devil. And is that the nuance in this conversation that we need to have? And just because I think that there's a system of fucking oppression in this country that we're working to fix, that maybe it does exist and we can teach people that without having them think that white people are the devil. Maybe that's your reaction to it because that's your white fragility.
My reaction is pretty much that there is a way that we can acknowledge this without demonizing race.
Yeah, but it was the white people who did it. It was your people, and you guys continue to do it. Every time shit hits the fucking rubber to the road, every single time shit hits the fan, white people will you can always count on white people to shit on another fucking group of people.
Arturo, this is why there's going to be such a crazy backlash in November is because
there's no crazy backlash. Nothing's going to happen. The CIA controls everything and Trump was a CIA op to fucking get us into war with Russia.
Dude, people are tired of...
No, they're not. It's just a bunch of crusty old white people because that's who you surround yourself with. That's who's tired of it.
Hold on, really?
Well, bet, dude, you said the same thing last time, and you fucking dude, watch. Just fucking watch, bro.
I can't have a problem with, being called a devil. Alright, I just have to accept it.
No, I didn't. Did I call you the devil? Did anyone call you that? No, you're calling yourself that and choosing that to be the reason why you hate a group of people. Because you have to have a reason, because you can't just exist with people. And realize that there is a system of oppression in this country.
Because I'm pointing out that there's this demonization discrimination against white people right now, that means I hate all other races.
Demonization against white people. You guys literally have. You guys are literally the fucking majority population in this country, and everyone hates white people. You fucking dumb. Yeah. Fuck, dude. Literally.
Please make a point, though. Jesus.
Sorry, Ben.
And it's not about making points. It's about attacking fucking fallacies. What he said, you have to let him talk so that you can point out the logical fallacy. This isn't an owning. This isn't an own. I don't have to bring up fancy debate tactics. He literally has to talk.
There's literally kids being taught that white people are the devil.
Yeah, some white people were the devil. I'm sorry. Jack, some white people were the devil.
Give me the benefit of the doubt. Let's say I'm telling the 100% truth.
Buddy,
No, and how is that any different than teaching me to sit in the corner because the Jewish kids shouldn't be joining in on Christmas shit? How is that any fucking different?
Okay, so why shouldn't that be taught?
But that's also an extreme. That was one teacher out of the dozens of teachings I have.
That's my point.
But you're choosing to make a big deal out of a small fucking thing. It's not every classroom. It's literally one No, it isn't.
As if the extreme is representation.
The entire state of Texas believes that Nazis had a point. They just killed some Jews.
And I live in the state of Florida where you can, Tampa, for instance, like they do textbooks every year or whatever, every few years or whatever the fuck. They rejected 54 textbooks because of quote unquote critical race theory, but they're math textbooks. Math. And Tampa is also the same place that, like, if somebody is a friend of somebody on the Board of Education and they have a textbook company, they automatically get an in. So it's like, it's all money. It doesn't fucking matter. You sound like you watch the news. Like you were talking about, like, news anchors, like they had fucking names and jobs and shit. So you sound like you.
It's 30. It was 30 school districts.
30.
Oh my god! Out of all thousands of school districts in the fucking country. Oh my god! Of course, yeah. All right, keep moving the goalpost.
How many children in the country is getting affected by that 30 fucking?
Dude, it being taught in one school district.
All it makes is white people hate black people more, which they were already gonna do. To be honest.
It doesn't stop anything. Bird grew up in fucking Middle America.
The only thing that makes him stop being racist is that we let him say the N-word or fucking shit on Mexicans every once in a while.
No, the only thing that stops him from being racist is having black friends.
No one's calling you, dude. No one's calling you a white devil. You're making that shit up to make yourself a victim. It's identity politics. You're doing what you blame the left for doing because you don't have the intellectual maturity to move on and realize that the country's demographics are gonna change. I'm sorry. White people like to fuck brown people a lot, and the whole country is gonna start looking browner. I am sorry that's gonna happen. It is. It is. No, I know. It's not escalating. As much as Nazi ideology is. As much as Nazi ideology is.
The only thing that's escalating is you guys feel a lot more fucking defensive nowadays because I guess there's less of you. You understand that there's gonna be less. I'm not even trying to be racist, yo.
You do care. That's me. That's why you ran outside and said fucking weird ass shit to me. That's why you believe the things that you believe. No one's calling white people the devil. No one's called you the white devil. I guarantee you nobody talks to you because you have these ideas, to be honest. The only people that talk to you are fucking old white crusty assholes who are the same fucking people who are fucking, have the fucking blue stripe in their fucking car and they watch Fox News and they care about what CNN has to say about shit. It's those people.
I have a ton of friends that aren't woke. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, whatever. Fucking woke. I'm not woke either.
I'm sorry.
To meet your original point, James, most of the people I've talked to critical race theory about, like, you admit that there's a class division, right, between rich and poor? Do you admit that there have been systematic oppressions of black people in the past? Can you understand?
Is it bad to learn about them? So are you against us teaching? Oh, wait, hold on. Okay.
You understand that from a systematic perspective, if they're just as poor and if they're struggling just as much, adding that extra burden of the difference in race is kind of what they're talking about? Of having that extra bit of oppression because of another circumstance?
I'm not fine as.
And then to address your point, It doesn't mean.
But why would you throw all of it? Because there's 2 assholes.
You're oppressors just by default because they were born.
Yeah, but only 2 assholes believe that. Just like a handful of assholes believe that like genetics are like why we should base society on.
My problem is this that thought that I just said is what has led to in the extreme and is what is steamrolling and becoming more prevalent.
No.
No, it's just black people are allowed to be part of society more.
Can I give you?
People are literally turning
Can I give you an insight to my mind?
15 different states.
1 second, my guy. Can I give you an insight into how I think?
I'm not allowed to be like have feelings on it, I guess.
Keep
Yeah,
that same energy.
James,
Cool.
you're blaming the whole critical race theory for some extreme d-bags.
Wait, Ben. Wait, Ben. No.
Yeah, well, Republican ideology tends to lead to a lot of white supremacy. Should we fucking round up fucking Republicans too? Should we say it's a slippery slope on either directions.
Wait a second. You just nailed it.
Are you? Oh my god! Are you? If you say that, we cannot have a conversation anymore because like you're wrong. You're just wrong.
Just because the fucking party changed.
Oh my god.
Okay, wait.
So
We're skipping right past the point. Give me 1 second. Let's just dial it back just a bit.
holy shit! Holy mother of Jesus Christ!
Wait. James.
Oh my god.
Let's talk about the 1940s for 1 second, because that's actually where I was going. So, okay, if I was alive in the 1940s and I didn't have fucking rights, the same rights that you have, James, right?
Yeah, they didn't have.
Time.
Wait, hold on.
Time out. You remember all those peaceful protests
They weren't
that were met with violence and harassment during the civil rights movements? Did you learn about all that shit?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was that?
Why?
They didn't have the civil rights until later,
Time.
Apparently that was more progressive time.
Why is the burden on minorities to continue being peaceful?
What does that have to do with the fact that?
Because you guys wanted some, and then you got some, and now you're complaining about it. Talk shit, get hit. That's the universal rule of the jungle. You talk so much shit, we started canceling you on Twitter. That's what happened. And it's not about free speech, it's that people are just not racist anymore and are willing to stake their futures or their money on people who are a bunch of fucking bigots. A product of a bygone era.
Arturo, name my Republican beliefs.
I don't know your Republican beliefs, but you sound like accountability.
Tell me what I believe.
Okay, you believe in a strong immigration border. You believe it. You watch a lot of InfoWars. You believe in a lot of weird conspiracies. You were talking about QAnon before it was famous.
It is a straw man. Don't even take it.
No. You see. But right now you're not coming at me when you were yelling at me about QAnon in that fucking kitchen. You don't have that same energy now because it looks bad. Now you don't have the same energy as when you ran out into the fuck while I was hanging out with my friends and started telling me about how all the Mexicans are bringing in diseases into the country. But you won't.
It's a straw man argument, my guy.
Literally.
Just roll it back to previous points. Roll it back to previous points. We can roll it back right to the civil rights shit.
It all connects to the same thing because it's all inherently the same thing. It all comes back to the same type of ideology.
Okay.
Hold on, James.
What Republican beliefs do I have, Arturo?
Fuck Republican beliefs, my guy. Let's talk about what I was
they were talking about.
That is an actual straw man argument that you brought up out of
They were trying to.
Yeah, and there's no way. I just brought up a handful, and you're gonna deny all of them, even though we have people who were there at the fucking time.
Because I'm against critical race theory.
No. I didn't say because you were against. I said because we've had arguments about other issues that fucking are that you tend to lean towards the Republican Party. You voted for Trump.
Strong borders is the only. It used to be a universal concept. It used to be left and right.
Oh my god. So you asked me, right? It doesn't matter. We're not arguing borders right now. We're not arguing borders. You asked me a Republican talking point. I just proved it.
We're not arguing about what used to be.
Even the fallacy, even the question you try to own me with, it has a fucking fallacy. I didn't call you a Nazi. You called yourself a Nazi. You have a mental illness where you can't argue the facts that I'm pointing at you. You have to make up a straw man that you have to argue against. Argue my points. I did not call you a Nazi. I said you had Republican ideology. All Republicans are not Nazis.
Arturo, you're not arguing my point about how this is leading to kids in 50 different states.
It's not.
It's not. You haven't shown any evidence for that. You haven't shown any evidence.
Evidence for that, yo.
Hold on.
I'm the one with the
Put
mental
it
illness,
in
but who
different
doesn't want to
words.
make my points, but then you
No, the only weapon he has is spite and sarcasm because he cannot pull up any evidence. He cannot provide anything.
I will happily
right now.
send me the article.
There are
Please.
arguments about that.
Here's an article. I'm going to send you
happened.
the article right now.
But it's
Yes.
a small
Yes.
percentage of the people, and it's a direct backlash to hundreds of years of this on the other end.
They don't.
That's
He
the
doesn't
point
fucking
they're
care,
making.
Ben. He doesn't care. He doesn't give a shit.
As long as white people don't feel bad, as long as white people don't have to feel bad about their past, he doesn't give a shit. That's the point. That's the whole.
White people aren't held accountable for the shit they did in the what? What?
What are you gonna say?
I think that there's no. I am totally for like teaching slavery.
Okay, and the reaction to the civil rights movement. Oh, your fucking parents going out of their way to harass black
Oh wait,
people.
okay. How about this? Actually, hold on.
Whoa. Oh, yeah, take it personally. Take it personally.
Yeah, exactly. That's your problem. But you're the one who otherized me in this conversation, my people. You're the one who's had all these ideologies, but as soon as he does it to you, no, wait, hold on. As soon as you do it to you, now you have to turn it around because you don't have facts. You have rhetorical fucking tricks. That's all it is. You brought all of this up. I didn't even start by talking about fucking. No, it's not that I always do things. It's that I'm smarter than you, and you don't realize that yet.
Okay, so you can otherize.
I don't otherize you. I've never otherized you. Even when you fucked my girlfriend, I didn't otherize you. I kept you in my fucking. I've never otherized you. I've always included you. I include you now to this day after all the fucked up things you've done and said to me, James. And the only reason I bring that up is to show you that I don't otherize you at any point. At any fucking point. So you can't even say that. Get mad. Get fucking mad, James. Get mad. But you know it's the truth. And that's what hurts the most. That it's the fucking truth.
No, because I'm for strong orders. That means I'm against.
That's not why.
So many fucking strawmans right now.
So I
Like-
generalize myself as the white people that you're talking shit about because you're othering me. Now that means I'm othering you because I'm responding to
James,
you.
you
started
systematically
this shit out.
oppress black people? Do you go out of your way to oppress black people, James?
Exactly. We're not talking about you, are we?
You obviously.
Like I
You
was
say
trying to
white
say
people
before.
in general.
The only reason you feel affected is because you have that ideology in your head and you see how other people react to it, or you're crazy.
We've had these arguments all the
But
time.
James, my God.
The only reason, but I don't believe you because even to this moment, I've never had this argument. Like literally, regardless of all our arguments that we've had, and me and Aztec have had arguments too, all the time.
Yeah.
We're still friends. It's not a fucking. We can believe different things, but like, I don't hate you either, buddy. But like when we get to this point, it's not about points, and I don't know how to show you that you're not really like addressing the thing because I'm not arguing outside of your framework. In your own framework, I'll bring up fallacies and you won't accept them. You'll just say that it's because of liberals or democracy or it's the deep state or it's fucking Jews or Mexican. I'm not saying. It's always something else. It's always something else.
You're taking this to okay.
No, no, it's not. It's not hard to address. It's not hard to address because I'm not accusing you inherently of anything. You think I am.
He's accusing white people in general.
I'm accusing you of not sticking to the argument. I'm accusing you of strawmanning because you feel guilty.
Arthur, that's because you want me. We've had these arguments plenty of times before, and you're always like calling me a faggot, lumping me into these groups.
Don't say. Don't.
Say that word.
Trying to get under my skin. So
No, I get under your skin after we get to this point and we're yelling at each other, and you're not gonna listen anyway. Because I brought up good points too, and please don't use pejoratives on stream.
neither are you though. Because
I did. I am. I've made more points than you. Because I've told you, the entire state of Texas has a mandate that says that Nazis are not to be looked at as bad people. That's the truth. And you cannot address that in the lieu of the 30 fucking districts that are teaching fucking critical race theory.
It's not even just that. It's not even just that, James.
Now, can you say that you're against what I'm talking about?
No, I'm okay with teaching history the way it's supposed to be taught. That's what I agree to.
Well, can I please ask you a question, Vader? Please? Please, can I ask you a question? Because that white devil shit sounds awful Christian. Where are those 30 counties?
Go look it up. I sent you an article, dude, in a message.
Did you? 1 second. I'll look it up.
Yes.
1 second. 1 second.
Send it to me too. I'll do some groundwork if I can find it. I can send it to everyone.
It's only in more Republican states, yeah.
That's not even what I'm like, trying to fucking find. Because county by county, that shit is approved by certain people.
Yes, the people are elected.
And the people that would approve it would be probably white liberals.
Yes, not white liberals. What the fuck are you talking? Do you know who's like in the fucking shit when it comes to school boards? It's white Republicans, Christian white Republicans.
That are approving these books.
Most likely, more than likely, yeah. More than likely, yes.
That's why people are showing up to school board.
Yes, that's why fucking white people are showing up with fucking nooses and guns and like threatening to shoot up fucking school board members.
So these school administrators.
Yo, I will find it for you. Give me, yeah. Let me find it, yo. I will do my
For the race, Aztec.
I will do my due diligence. Give me 5 minutes.
You will Google for the race.
Give me 5 minutes.
In their classrooms, and
There's nothing wrong with that.
But you only give a fuck about black people doing it, and that's my point. You don't give a shit about when white people do it.
Time out.
It's not
Time out.
Republican.
Let's go. This article is written by Phil Shiver. Let's start with that. I'll fucking Google him. Let's do it live.
Dude, it's a Republican publishing.
Oh,
place. It's
okay.
Oh, wow, whoa.
All right.
It's not Republicans. It's not Republicans. It's not Republicans.
You think I'm gonna get CNN or MSNBC?
No one said look at CNN or MSNBC either.
Let me read the article. Give me like 2 minutes. 1 second. 1 second.
All I'm able to find is Republican sources because we live
All right.
in 2 different.
No, that's the only thing you're looking for, Jim. That.
Okay. So the book titled "Not My Idea: A Book About Whiteness" was published in 2018 by.
Hey Ben, can you come over and help me get some oil, or should I meet you at your base?
All right. And it was approved in at least 25 public 12, and I guess it went up.
That's a ridiculous amount, bro.
Yeah, and that was.
It even got published in one, dude.
Okay, so does that mean is it required reading? Did you read every book in your library at school growing up? How many fucking books did you read in your library at school?
Well, some of these kids are not reading these; they're having the teachers read it to them.
Okay, and
Yeah, some people need to be told where they fucking come from, so you don't get another fucking Andrew Jackson. I'm sorry.
there are places in this country where people.
Disagree on that.
There are.
Yeah, you disagree that we should teach history in a way that shows that white people committed some really fucked up atrocity. The reason why my name is Arturo is because a bunch of white people came and raped my people, and now they passed down my name through generations, and now my name is Arturo, and my dad's name is Arturo, and his granddad's name is Arturo.
I'm 100% against depicting a white person as a devil with a devil tail.
No one said that. That's the argument that you're choosing to put in our mouths. Because that's the only argument you can win because you have low IQ.
You keep already don't even say. Well, no,
Critical race theory it leads to, which is
it doesn't though.
Hey, you know what? Hey, Aztec. There's no, Aztec, trust me. I've known this guy for a very long time, and this isn't gonna end. Stop. Let me just finish. This isn't gonna end our friendship. I'm not gonna treat you any different, James. We can agree to disagree. Like, it's fine. Hold on. That's what I'm gonna say. But this is what it always comes to, and it's just a waste of saliva. Because he's just gonna get angrier, and he's gonna get worse, and he's gonna go nuclear, because he doesn't inherently have arguments. And he doesn't understand... No, stop! He doesn't understand that the axioms that I'm operating are his own axioms that he's created, and I'm fucking living in his world. And when I bring up fallacies, he has to say that I said he's the devil. Or that I agree with people that say that fucking children are the fucking devil and we should ostracize them. That's the only way he can win an argument.
I'm sorry.
Oh, dude, you're a fucking you're a hero, James. Let's all clap for James.
What's happening, we should be doing it.
Let's clap it. Let's clap on it.
Can I ask you like a fucking like? My God. What is your stance on the separation of church and state, James? Because they're
Church
class,
and state.
they're fucking.
I don't think religion should be taught in public schools.
So what about all the fucking people or the schools in this country that like teach Bible verses and like start the day with a Bible verse or like
I think that should
the
be
Pledge
done.
of Allegiance? What about the fucking Pledge of Allegiance, James?
I think that's the states' rights.
You think states'
It,
rights?
God is in the fucking Pledge of Allegiance.
It's God. You pledge allegiance.
You're praying. It's a prayer to God.
Hold on, hold on.
Allegiance is a states' rights thing. I think
Guys.
requiring teaching of religion, like it's one thing to teach religion, like hey, this is what Christians believe.
So should we not make Christmas, Easter holidays?
Or we should add all the other holidays.
Dude, I never got
The other,
paid
we can either
holidays
take away
off.
the Christian or add all the others.
Accept Jesus. I
So,
think there's a
wait,
difference between
Guys.
teaching what religions
Wait, hold on.
to be religious.
So question.
Guys, hold on, really quick. These are the 31 locations of school districts.
Yeah.
I can do it after your point, Aztec, if you want.
No, but I have a question. Wait, time out. Before we move on, can you repeat what you just said, James, please? I only caught the half end.
I said I don't have a problem with schools teaching what religion is, what religions believe. I have a problem with teaching people to be religious. So, like example, if schools were teaching like with Torah, Bible, whatever, like the Bible believes that.
What if someone had a cross on their desk?
I believe religious expression is the right to everyone. So someone can have a cross.
Even in a crossroom?
Someone can wear whatever hijab. You know.
Okay.
So what happened? But what happens if a student comes up and what is that cross, or why do you wear that hijab?
Or what if a student doesn't want to pray to God?
If those two students
To the flag.
That's fine.
Well, what if a student just refuses to pray to God to the flag? Is that states' rights?
No.
That's
I
not
got in
states'
trouble in high school for refusing to do that.
Yeah, but that was mandated back then. It's no longer mandated.
I'm fine with states' rights. So if you like, I'm fine because I understand.
You're fine with states' rights.
In
Is that what you said?
And I think that we should just,
Whoa. Did you just say that you're okay with
really don't
states'
want to
rights?
live with each other. Maybe we should just
Time, yo.
states'
Time.
rights.
Time.
Liberals
Time.
live in liberal
Time.
states, conservatives
Time.
live in
Time out.
conservative
Time out. Did you just say you're okay with states' rights?
Yes.
School districts. That's states' rights, isn't it?
Yeah. It's
The
funded
fuck's
by.
your problem?
No. Okay. Well.
Oh, no. No. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't.
School
fucking
districts
matter.
are not the federal government; they're the local state government. Each school is.
And I do agree.
Bud,
Okay.
what's your argument here?
No. Here, I'm gonna explain something fundamental in this country that is true in every state. So, school districts are literally run by the property taxes of people who own houses. Who own houses in the area. So that's why you have to, when you go and fill out a form for your child to go to school, you have to go to a specific district, and you have to like do a bunch of tax shit to go to outside other schools. Like you have to, it's a full process.
And you get to vote on your ministry.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's
They are a local municipality.
It's the voters' fault. And most of the problems in this country is the voters' fault and people not taking accountability, not paying attention.
or do people are people more racially conscious to black people's issues, and that's the way we're voting nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
If I can interject real quick.
Yes, sorry.
San Rafael, California, Chicago, Illinois, Gladwin, Pennsylvania, Evanston, Illinois, University Place, Washington, Puyallup, Washington, San Francisco, California, Healdsburg,
Those aren't all liberal. The one in California is a very red town.
Burlington, Massachusetts.
No. There was multiple states in California. You see how it's divided in between?
Fayetteville, Arkansas.
It's a mixture, it seems like.
It's half and half. Yeah.
Helena, Minnesota, Berkeley, California, with no surprise there.
Yeah.
Meade, Washington, Reading, Massachusetts,
Ma-
Seattle, Washington,
Jesus.
Milwaukee, Oregon,
That's a good
Marion
spread.
County, Indiana, Needham, Michigan.
It's literally that means that there have been Republicans that vote Republican homeowners, even in Bible Belt countries that vote for critical race theory because they see a value to teaching their kids that.
They didn't vote, or they didn't know what they're voting for. Now they do, and they really.
Why is that? Why is that the axiom?
Hold on. You could say that about anything. Fuck off.
Hold on. You know, was the first.
Nah.
No, it's always something else. It's always something else.
Back to all your
Hold on,
states.
guys.
You could say the
In
same shit about
16
anything.
of these counties, they are not required reading, only recommended.
And Ben,
So
is
half
that
of these counties do not require them.
So it's in the library, but
question? And question, Ben, is this out of the 1,380? Oh, sorry, 1,300. 13,800 public school districts in the U.S.
One of the books. This is just one example of one
That's
of the books.
oh
There's, like,
cool.
hundreds
That's not
of
even.
books.
so there's a couple books that those 31 fucking districts have. Oh, please tell me what they are.
You can provide a few more books, I'll agree.
Yeah, give me more books.
If you can
Give more
provide a
examples.
few more books, I will agree that it's starting to become a
Okay, but can we step back and see what I'm saying to you, Aztec, and you, the viewer? What I'm saying is, literally within his own axioms, he makes the rules, he brings it up, we give him the information, and he still does it. He has to move the goalpost again and again and again.
30 districts. Vader.
No, if it is, I'm asking you to provide proof of that. I'm more than willing to listen.
That is 30 districts out of 13,800. It's not even statistically relevant. What the fuck are you talking about?
30. That's not even 0.01% of the entire fucking.
Like
countrywide. That's why I'm saying if you have more proof that proves it's more widespread than 31
exactly.
districts, I'd be very happy to listen to that.
Our universities, our college campuses, that's where it's also really,
people are fucking
No.
adults in universities.
Okay, here you want a statistic? You want an awesome statistic about colleges? It turns out that the more education you get, the higher you go in your education, the more liberal you become. And it's not because you're dumb, it's because you have a wider perspective on society, on things. You just have you learn, you meet new people, you fucking they're higher level of ideas that aren't just black people bad, white people good. It goes beyond that.
Hold on, James, at the other end?
No, it isn't. You guys, no, it isn't. You guys aren't funny. You guys have lost the marketing war. And you're the only people that can restore the Republican Party are fucking Mexican people and people of Hispanic descent, but Republicans will never accept them because they were not white enough.
Artie, you're getting too emotional. Real quick, hold on.
Hold on.
Where'd you get your information?
Hold on, James.
He guesses. He watches Infowars. He reads the Bible or some dumb shit. He's into QAnon. He listens to Q. He was waiting for the next Q drop. Oh, Glenn Greenwald. There you go. There you go, bro. There you go.
I just need to know your echo chamber. That is all.
That is it. You're Republican. That's it. That's it. You asked me how to prove I was. Show me you're Republican without telling me you're Republican.
Wait, as soon as we moved out, didn't they all put up their Trump flag? As soon as we moved out, they all put up their Trump flag.
No, it's not that. We're not even talking about that. What are you saying? Shut up. If you're gonna enter the conversation, we're not here to make personal. We're making personal because we're heated. It's gonna happen. Don't come in just to sling shit. Please don't. Wait, let me deal with this because she's my bitch. Listen.
Just saying.
Please do not come in slinging shit. That's not what this is about. If you come in with a point, you can come into the conversation.
You said to prove they're Republican.
No, that's not Republican. Having an American flag isn't Republican.
No,
Stop it. No. I don't know if they did. I don't know if they did. Stop. Who cares? Who gives a shit? Who gives a fuck? Stop muddling the well. Shit like that is what poisons the well. Shit like that is what gives him a life raft to be like, see, they are America haters. Don't do that. You cannot do that.
Honestly, she can speak her fucking mind.
She can, but first of all, we were having a conversation. She's not allowed to come in and just sling shit. That's not okay.
I didn't see it as slinging shit. He might have taken it as slinging shit if that was.
I took it as slinging shit, and I'm not even on his side, and I took it as slinging shit.
Was it factual?
It doesn't matter if it was factual. It's a fucking. It's not the kind. It's an attack. It's more of an attack than it is.
Buddy, you were attacking him when we were trying to let him speak.
Yeah, no. He made an assertion that says that I always ostracize him. I gave him specific examples on times where I should have ostracized him and still did it, and still to this day continue not to.
No, I mean like when you were like trying to let him speak and you kept saying he Alex Jones or whatever, like literally like a minute ago.
Oh, that's because before the Trump election, he would talk my ear off about the Anunnaki and the fucking whatever the fuck, the QAnon shit. He was keeping me up on QAnon shit, on fucking COVID conspiracies, all this other shit. So I come in with a previous history of arguments with him that you're not aware of. I am sorry.
That I understand, but if COVID started, dude, what are you talking about?
Of course, yeah, of course.
But if
Wait, hold on, lol. Give me 1 second and I'll type you. It's do you know how to join through Steam?
So I have Trump flags.
Hold on.
Listen, that was not my assertion. My assertion is you spoken for yourself. I think you've made enough assertions on this conversation that we've had that we can say that you are 100% Republican. Because this whole conversation started with literally you and I discussing finances, and then you said I was a liberal. That's why we believe different things. Yes, so you're the one who started this whole fucking thing, and you, throughout the course of this conversation, have proven yourself to have Republican values.
No, Republican, according to liberals, is just...
I didn't say according to liberals. I'm not a liberal. I'm not a liberal. I'm not a liberal. I'm not a liberal. I'm for the death penalty. I'm not. But I'm not. See, that's you're arguing with a fake liberal in your head because that's the only person you can win with. Some fat asshole with pink hair.
So you're for the death penalty.
I am.
For strong borders, so we're kind of balanced.
No. You're not for strong borders because I guarantee you, if I told you we should let some Swedish people in here, you wouldn't disagree.
We could just talk about cops and you'll tell your...
Or how about this? We have an IT wait. How about something that actually I do know something about, which is STEM jobs in the STEM fields in the US, which there's no population in the US that can fit the amount of jobs that we need in tech, so we outsource. Would you say that we continue outsourcing to Asians even though they disproportionately we get hired over white people and other Americans? Wait. Do you believe that should be okay? There you go. So you're not really for it.
I believe in nuance, man.
So the nuance here is that we need the jobs. We need them to come through. If that comes at the cost of us always giving them jobs for above Americans.
You have to regulate.
Exactly. Regulate it. Exactly.
Cheap labor, yes, because it does hurt the commodities market.
Not if there's already not an existing job structure there to support it. If you benefit from it and you hire out, why is it a bad thing? Why do you need to regulate? You're hiring professionals. You're not hiring the normal schmo on the street.
We have a completely outdated infrastructure that we could definitely...
But that's because of Republicans.
But we're not doing... Dude, it's the establishment.
No, it's specifically Republicans. If there have been bills that Democrats pulled out that would fix the fucking infrastructure. Yeah, that's what you have to... Yeah, but that's what you have to say. Because that's why that's in there. That's... Because bills are brought to the House with thinking of both... Bills brought to the House with nuance, with thinking of the right and the left. And the only reason you can make that argument is because there is nuance.
Dude, I don't agree with like $20 million in Pakistani gender studies, you know.
No one's investing that. You just made that up. No, it isn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it isn't.
Okay, so $20 million in...
So, who is the largest population of people on the face of the planet?
I'll look up an article for you.
How much did we spend on military shit?
$20 million on studying about the Pakistani people, a growing superpower. People with nuclear bombs.
That's like 2% of the budget? What was the budget? Like 3 billion?
We shouldn't be spending money to learn about other cultures? Or their people, or resources, or space, or what? Where's the line? What do we not get to learn about, James? You're sounding more and more authoritarian as we go along.
Because I want to invest in us.
In white people? Who's us? Who's us? Who's us? Who's us?
What would you invest in?
We can in-source knowledge.
I don't trust where you get your knowledge from, though. I don't trust where your people would.
Yeah, we are insourcing knowledge. It's called the package. It's called donating. It's called putting $20 million aside for fucking Pakistani exchange programs and cultural exchange programs so we can learn their knowledge and they can learn our knowledge. That's why that's there. You just don't want to admit that because you've never been to college and you don't know how that works. It's just to pay for grants, for studies, for people working on cancer research over there, the partner schools. That's what that money's for.
All that shit ain't fucking free.
Bro, I've studied more about biology than you have, so we're not going to have the transgender debate, like, right now. We really aren't.
You're literally...
Because I guarantee you will lose.
And that cost you $1.
Can you define a woman?
Can you define a woman?
Yeah, it's an adult female.
An adult female. Okay, what are the traits? That's it. Oh, well, can you define a wall? A wall is a wall. No, stop. We're not, no, stop. We're not getting into this because just by his first statement, I already know he's coming in bad faith. He's not going to address any other point.
There's no fucking way you can change his mind.
There's no way. That's it. You don't need to. No, you no.
You don't want to argue. You're not trying to have an argument.
We're not trying to have an argument. We're just
had this
correct.
argument with him before.
No, I don't give a fuck what you're used to. It's not about what James likes. It's about what's truth and what's correct and what science says. And science does not back you up. The truth does not back you up. You just a bigot. And it's okay.
Honestly, I didn't want to agree with Artie, but fuck, like, you're proving yourself like a bit of a bigot.
James, yesterday you told me when we were arguing about fascism that dictionary definitions change and that you have to look for the source. Using the dictionary definition in this case is just as much of a fallacy, if that's the case.
Because he's arguing with a fucking pink-haired fat loser who lives on the internet. He's not arguing with people. He doesn't know anything about my education. He doesn't know anything about the books I've read. He just assumes he knows more than me because he read a couple of articles on the internet. That's it. It did more than you, James. More than you, Ben. More than anybody else. And I was like openly calling you stupid until you made yourself look stupid, and you're the one who kept going with it.
I don't attack you for having...
I don't give a fuck if you attack me or not. Attack me. It has less weight because what you say is dumb. And I love you, James, but what you say is dumb. Just you need some hard medicine because no one's gonna give it to you.
I think people that can't define...
Good. Think I'm dumb. I don't want you to think I'm smart. Good. And keep thinking that. I keep thinking that, bro.
We can disagree.
I love you, buddy. We can continue playing games, and we just can't talk about politics because we fundamentally disagree. And I don't hate you, and I want the best for you, and I hope you make a fucking huge ass bag, and I hope you have a family, and I hope you're happy, and all that other shit. You're my buddy, but at the end of the day, we just have stuff we fundamentally disagree with, and like I have beliefs, you have beliefs, and we'll just leave it at that. All right, even though they're very serious disagreements, I think it doesn't matter. All right.
I do love you, man. I do want the best for you.
I've known you for like how many years now? A long time. We've been through a lot of shit together.
About 8 years, and I never fucked your girlfriend.
I don't believe that. I'm not that dumb.
I never did more than kiss her. Didn't do anything more than kiss her.
I know, but it's not you.
She never touched me.
It's not you. It's not you, James. I'm not angry at you.
I never did more than kiss her.
James, I need you to understand. I'm not angry at you. Even if you think I am, I'm not. It's just it. It's not you. Again, it's not you.
Telling me anything. You kept every single time I talked, you were like,
Because that was a sheepish little fucking asshole, and for a reason, because she was a manipulative cunt. And again, that's what I'm saying. It's not you. It was always her.
you only told me the insecurities of your relationship with her and made it was done and you gave up.
Yeah, because you were my friend, and I thought I could trust you. And you were like, you know why I came to you, James? I came to you because I thought you were kind of cool. You seem to do well with girls, and I thought, who else could I talk to about this that might set me in the right direction? Well, I thought at the time, James. Like it's not even about what you thought. I said I held you in a position of revere, and that's why I came to you like that.
And What did I say at the time? I don't remember. What
I don't, honestly, at this point, I don't remember. I'm more angry at her than I am at you, and that's all I remember.
I think my mouse is broken.
I think my brain's broken.
I am sorry, dude. And we are not going to agree.
No, we're not. But you know what? It's good fucking content. It is good fucking content. I'm not gonna lie to you. Please don't drop.
Say one last thing.
James, I would rather you call me a fucking dumb fuck. I would rather you insult me in many other ways. Please don't use pejoratives. And it's not my rules. It's Twitch's rules. It's not mine.
Can I say one very last thing about the argument?
I don't do personal attacks.
I know. But what I'm saying is, I would rather you do that. I would rather you do that than say a pejorative because of Twitch rules, and that's the only reason.
Might as well just speak your piece.
I have rules for rules. I have my rules of engagement that I strictly stick to.
Yeah. But I'm not calling you a pejorative. I'm attacking you directly, and you can call me dumb. I don't think it's the same as that. That's different. That's a little bit.
We're gonna fundamentally disagree.
We are, but it's not. Listen, I disagree with Twitch. I think you should be able to say whatever you want, fundamentally. But there's a rule, and this is important to me, and I would like to keep this.
And respect it, yeah.
Yeah, it's not that I disagree with it fundamentally. It's a lot of things. In a lot of ways, I'm an edgelord, but I can't.
Yeah, guys.
I don't care about like the opinions of like Californians, you know. So like.
I know you don't, but I have to because I like Twitch.
You are a Californian, Jim. But
That's how I know that
book,
we're crazy.
that book, guys, it was written by a white woman.
Yeah, probably crazy white girls have savior complex.
Malcolm X said what? Like,
Don't quote Malcolm X.
The enemy is the white liberal.
Yeah, but do you understand the ideology that Malcolm X was coming through, and that he agreed with fucking the MLK at the end? You've just never read any Malcolm X. The part of his career was that you only choose to look at the militant part. Yes, he was, but that's the only part you choose to read. Keep reading on. Read later books.
He changed his beliefs near the end. I don't.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not an expert in Malcolm X. I'm not gonna
And
pretend.
do you know the idea that he brought that on? It's called the Hegelian dialecticism, where like most of society works on replacing old ideas with new ones, whether it's like overthrowing governments or changing like even the trans. You're seeing it with the transgender, where like transgender people are Yeah, but the Hegelian dialectic says that we don't have to do that. We can adopt certain ideas from before to the new, but it's all part of what is it, conflict theory, and that's where Marxism comes from. It's just theorem. It's like.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna get because I'm not gonna.
No, because it's theory. Because
This is gonna lead to more politics because of when it gets to. Never mind.
we disagree. I get it. I don't think we shouldn't have them. I think we've had enough politics for today. I think I'm tired. I want a nap. What time is it, Shay?
8:44.
Huh?
8:44.
You want to jump on Elden Ring for a minute?
Maybe, give me a minute.
Wait.
You don't have to. What's up?
Yeah, give her a minute. You asked me in the middle of the argument if I could help you get oil, and I've been collecting oil for you on the East Coast. Let me get back to you with oil.
Or you can come lose an unrated.
If you can hold on to him, then for me, Ben, I'll come pick him up next time, and I'll do someone rated the last time, just to get off.
Fair enough.
Just because I'm getting off doesn't mean the server isn't up. You guys can go play to your heart's content.
Oh, I am.
Not you, the guy in the chat.
Murdering the dragon, man.
So, are the Dodgers playing? Is it baseball season?
Who cares?
Dominicans. I don't like Dominicans.
There's only two things in this world I can't stand, Artie. People who are intolerant of other people's cultures, and the Dutch.
I thought you were gonna say Dominicans.
Oh no, that'd be racist, but Dutch are white, so it's okay.
They're too fucking attractive. They make me look bad.
Dastardly, dare I say. Fucking James putting fucking beds overlooking my beachhead.
I,
Oh, you found that.
he found one. I think
I've
he's.
been finding all of them, James. You're not as subtle as you think you are, and it's really fucking annoying because I thought we weren't doing that at the beginning. That's the whole reason I said we should stick to.
No, we said we were allowed to do that, but I think it's fair game now that you know.
We're allowed to do that, but okay, if you guys want to play like that, I can play.
Hey,
like that.
I'm not the one setting up bases on people's things. I just set up 2 bases, and they're both my own satellite bases.
I only did that because it was right next to the pearls, and I didn't have an underwater creature at the time, and the pearls.
I'm gonna be completely honest. It's very useful. It's very useful to get up there. I'm not gonna lie. I've used those beds several times.
Huh?
That's how I got my stealth last night, Ben.
Friendly C4 can't be destroyed. Let's see what happens, guys.
Friendly C4 can't. Oh, you don't. That's an act of war, Ben.
And fucking putting a hut within spitting distance of my fort isn't?
Hey, just put bro. You can put a hidden hut or a fucking trench. Is anyone stopping you from doing that?
I just did it.
Yeah, the Alliance. I thought anyway.
No, we have an alliance, but that doesn't mean you can't grow your empire. It's an alliance so we can both grow our empires. Well, that'll be time for war.
I know. It just seems kind of shitty to have a position that I can't take out yet due to an alliance right next to my territory.
I mean, negotiate with them.
I'll get rid of it. Because I'm not using it anymore, because I was only using it for the pearls, now that I have an underwater.
I mean,
Yeah, but motherfuckers with pearls everywhere.
I would appreciate if you left it there until I can get the rest of this oil back to my base. I'm coming to your base right now, Ben.
Why? I'm on the East Coast. I thought you needed help with oil.
Wait, you're on the East Coast. Should I go to the East Coast?
Yeah, go back to your base. I was in the Northeast hunting in the underwater oil fields for you.
Oh, you're almost there then. So I should just stay at my base. Oh,
Yeah.
it's a good thing you told me. I was about to kill myself.
Hold on. I am at 6789 latitude and longitude, I believe. Hold on.
You're close to my base. Just come to my base.
Yeah, pretty damn close. By the way, I handed Artie a bunch of GPSs. Fucking use them.
Oh yeah. If you want a GPS, I have a shit ton of them in my open storage area.
I fabricated like 20 of them, kept half for myself, gave the other half to Artie to spread out amongst you guys. If the shit's about to hit the fan, what I do with these is I whip it out, screenshot it, and then fight for my life. Hold up, Alpha Megalodon. Guy's chasing me, so... I gotta broadside him with all my turrets. No, don't you damage my boat, you jerk. There it is, killed it. Give me a second to grab its trophies. It's sweet, sweet trophies. Let's go take the fins real quick. I don't need any of the meat or anything like that, but eventually I'm gonna need a minimum of 10 Alpha Megalodon fins. For the boss fights, Jim. If I spent all the rounds it took to cap it, I might as well fucking stop and grab it, right? Also, it's worth noting that you can have your map and your GPS up at the same time. Pulling up your map with your GPS out does not put your GPS away. Alright, I'm coming up to your shore now, Artie. You can just unload the oil that I've got on the bench, and then I'll start heading home. not a whole lot, but it should be enough to get you started and keep you supplied for a bit. And landfall. I am on your shoreline. Any of the raw oil in this bench, you're welcome to. You there already? It's standing still on my screen. Just standing still. Why is he just standing still? Fine. Fucking bring the oil up to your place myself. Oh, here it is. Here he is. Just the raw oil, please, in this bench.
Oh, it's at 10 tomorrow?
You're at 10 tomorrow.
Yay.
Flares in confined spaces. Hooray. Birdie gets really mad when I shoot him with flares. Alright, you got all the oil? So then I'm gonna start heading home. Get these fucking auto turrets away from you. It's not a huge amount, Artie, but it should be enough to get you a decent stockpile of gasoline for your generator. Also, you guys do know since we're an alliance, we can like put structures closer to each other now, so you can just lay down a temporary bed inside my fort if you want. Just know that my turrets are probably going to shred it the moment our alliance is over. I need fucking 80 more element to build the tech replicator, and then I need element to power it. That's gotta be.
What time are you going to bed, Aztec?
About an hour.
Okay. What are you gonna be online at all this week?
Yeah, probably. I work from 10 to 5:30, 6:30. I don't know.
That's like what, 8 here? No,
No, it's like 3 there.
3 there. Okay.
So yeah, probably.
Okay. I mean, do you want to postpone Valorant for sometime this week? I want to get back into it.
We can play. Or you can watch something.
Shay wanted to watch a movie.
Watch The Boys. Watch the first episode of The Boys. The new season
No,
starts.
we gotta watch Moonlight.
No, she wants to finish Moonlight.
Oh my fucking god. Alright, sure, whatever.
Yeah, she has small brain. She can't, like, she's a woman, right?
Crazy.
Oh, no.
I love you, Shay. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Oh my god, look at you. I'm kidding.
She would love The Boys. Sure.
I've honestly, I've watched a couple of trailers since you recommended it, and it just seems like my kind of humor.
Like, you can even
I've
watch it.
seen an episode or two along.
No, we can definitely watch that on stream. But how about that'll be the next thing we watch? We can watch it on stream with people. I know.
Sorry.
I know. Do you want? If we get through like an episode a day, we can't get to it.
Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah, exactly.
It's only like 8 episodes a season.
So maybe that'll give my stream structure. We'll play a game, we'll play a competitive game, and then we'll watch a movie, and that's the end of stream.
Yeah. Okay.
That seems fun. That seems like a fun hangout for people who go to work.
Oh yeah.
All right, so I'll end right there because apparently my girlfriend wants to spend time with me. Fucking asshole.
It's okay. I think Birdie's been the same thing. So.
What's Birdie doing? We're trying to get on a play all day.
I
don't know. He hasn't been responding to me like the last 2 days.
Or anime.
I think he's
Not
been.
really with you, Artie. You said you were kind of a cunt.
Me? Oh, it's just because every time he says that mean, I say something really mean at him.
I know.
Come on, you guys are just as douchey to each other.
I know. That's what I was trying to tell him, but it's not a really good.
I just like, dude, he got mad last time because he asked me like, hey, can you go bring me this material? And I was like, fuck you, Birdie. Like, you're only joking? But I do that to Shay all the time, and she doesn't get upset.
I know, but he doesn't like.
She does, but the thing, just not like super upset.
Wait, do you get upset, Shay? Like when like silly, like hey, like when I ask you what kind of coffee you want, and you're like, I want this one, and then I say, go fuck yourself.
Sometimes it's kind of like, aw, but most of the time it's like, I'm just gonna ignore that and tell you I want it anyways.
Fuck yourself, Shay.
Fuck you too.
Yeah, see, I just ignore it, but.
I'm gonna embrace it. Listen, I'm not gonna sit here and like even to James's point, like I am an aggressive fucking person. I think there's been time when all of you here in chat have collectively wanted to punch me in the face, and you're not the only ones. And some people have actually punched me in the face, and like I'm a cancer. No, listen, at the end of the day, I think the reason why, like, we can work is because I don't think you guys really think, like, I'm that aggressive at you. I'm not that much of a real, it's more of a role. It's a play. It's like,
But how do first-time streamers come off to you that don't know you?
First time...
What's gonna be their impression? Because, they don't know you by context or anything like that.
But I'm... What
think of when Birdie comes in here, dude? You just start railing on him.
And railing on him? What do you think Birdie doesn't rail on me back? It's just because you're here and
Birdie is just as much of an asshole as Artie is. Yeah, they're all just as much of assholes.
That's not my point. My point is, I haven't been here, so I haven't seen it, so I can't be the judge of like the full context. All I can say is what I've seen from coming in here, because I came in here into the Discord later, much later in the game, where it's
let me ask you, James. Besides the argument that we have every once in a while about politics, do we get along? Do I treat you the same as I treat Birdie?
Birdie is an easy target. I'm not saying he doesn't. I'm not saying he doesn't ask for it, dude. I'm not saying he doesn't ask for it, dude.
Listen, I'm sorry. You're right. You're right.
Look at us, we just like,
yeah.
We go at each other's necks. I don't give a fuck, dude.
Yeah, it's because we're fucking men. Like, whatever.
You put in the words very clearly, because me and Bird have been friends for ages, and like, there's a list of shit I could say in like a minute to not be friends with Bird if I really wanted to, but it's like I don't. It's unnecessary because I know.
And I want to know what the list is, but at the same time, it's like forbidden knowledge. I don't want to know, but I want to.
Big mean.
Listen, it's not even because he's an easy target. It's just I think like I was nice to Birdie at some point, and then like he has a personality where he's not a nice person, but as soon as you start pushing him back, he's very sensitive. It's like deep down, he's a big fuzzy teddy bear. He's a big racist fuzzy teddy bear, and like.
There's no way he has a chemical balance.
Oh no! Fuck no.
No, but I don't know.
You guys are dicks.
I'm sorry. You're right.
Birdie is a really nice guy, though.
He is. He's a very nice
guy. I love Birdie, dude.
I miss playing with him. I'm not gonna lie. The last few days, I missed him around.
Aww.
He feels very offended, like
I don't even say anything like real. I just go fuck yourself. I don't. Listen.
Just make an apology and just lay off him for a week.
Artie doesn't apologize.
All right.
It's not gonna bother
No,
me. Bro,
listen. I will apologize. It won't be tonight though, because I have a movie to watch. But I will apologize tomorrow when I want to play video games with him, and I will make an effort. Just like I tell Shay, I will make an effort to watch my mouth. I'm not saying it's gonna work. I'm not promising anything, but I will make an effort to try to be less punchable.
You guys are jerks.
Jesus Christ.
I feel like that gives me an edge. I feel like when people watch that, they watch me to watch me fail. At a certain point,
Not when you're on my team.
what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you
They don't
mean? It's
wanna
we're on YouTube. Who do you think watches YouTube, Jim?
People who want to watch you fail.
I don't know.
The only political streamers that work, that leftist ones that are really big, and they are the biggest ones on the field. People like Hassan. The reason they get so big is because they're militant fucking assholes to a flaw.
Yeah, Hassan is a bit of an asshole. He's not really nice
Cenk
to
Uygur is a
anyone.
militant fucking asshole. Fucking Ben Shapiro is a militant fucking asshole. I'm not saying his politics. I'm saying as a
person, when
as
they're
a
talking to
personality.
you, look at the way that they respond to like the
they're
people in
aggressive
chat.
men. They say it like it is. They don't get offended. They don't care about offending people. They just fucking like That's what people want to see.
Hassan and Cenk are bleeding subscribers. I don't know if you saw the Hassan versus Abba and Preach battle.
Oh, bro, I've had some railings on Hasanavi on this stream and Tashay. I think it's performative leftist comment. I don't think he believes any of the stuff he preaches. I think I believe he believes it. I don't think he's actually practices it. I think it makes him look good.
I think maybe he believed it back in the day
Idealism.
when the Young Turks actually stood for something before they sold out for $42 million.
I'm not gonna say anything about the Young Turks. I watch them as a counter source. I watch one really.
I watch them every day.
Because they're gonna highlight stories that are certain kinds of stories, and depending on what kind of thing you're researching, it benefits to have someone who's gonna be extra scrutinous.
I just want to know what they think.
I believe in multiple verses, but I also
I don't know. I don't agree with Hassan on any of his shit. I think he's can't defend any of his real axioms. I think he took them. I think he used he used Destiny to like platform his career.
I think he has to use the Young Turks for that too. So as soon as he got famous, he ditched them.
Yeah.
I am
What
so
Hassan
out of
did
the
to
loop.
Destiny was so fucking dirty.
Destiny is literally the leading he was the one that brought like politics to video games. He literally did it. And,
He's a cool guy.
yeah, if you listen to his politics, they're more agreeable. They're very leftist. He made his bones literally arguing with everyone on the right.
This Republican over here likes Destiny.
Apparently.
You guys are really political.
Oh yeah, dude. Really, in real life, I am. I want to talk more about this, but like, I feel like I'd be a nerd if I showed how much I actually like.
I don't know.
I love philosophy. I read it. Like, I will listen to philosophical books at like work. I
5 rings right now.
Yeah. Yeah, so like I just don't like to bring it because it's nerdy and it's lame and only virgins listen to that shit.
I listen to other things. I listen to shit about science.
But
Doesn't interest me.
I don't know, you're a pretty smart dude, bro. Like sometimes I talk with you and you like tell me I'm dumb because you already know stuff.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. And sometimes you're very emotional too. We're all emotional. At the end of the day, I think we're all a bunch of big softies.
Let's go watch our movie.
We're all chemically imbalanced.
Especially with this sausage fest around. Can't even get a half chub.
Anyway, that's a nice little bow. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, dude. I'll catch you later.
Hey, bye stream.
Bye, stream.